There is only one dream, one prize, one YouTube channel to catch all the action on, one moment of glory, to get your name etched with the greatest of all time. We all want it. We all need it. Only one will get it. This is our year. This is our time to live, to fight, to win. Lord Stanley, we are coming for you. Subscribe today and don't miss out.
Every game, Canada's homegrown sportsbook.
Maple Leafs,
Senators,
let's go! Blue and white, we're born to rise. Scarlet dreams burning in their eyes. Toronto's pride, Ottawa's flame. One ice, one heart, one name to claim. From the face-off to the final horn. This is the moment champions are born. Sweat and tears, we make our stand. For the love of the badge on the sweater, man. Blades of glory, skating through the fight. Maple Leafs fly, Senators ignite. Sam Wells calling every night. Battle of Ontario, hold on tight. Blades of glory tonight.
The outside of the net. Back up top for a wrist shot. Matthews
Check hard like the lamp, break the line. Crowd shake the rafters, the stars align. Game 4 madness, legends collide. Only one can claim the pride. The past is heavy, but the future's bright. Blue and red under the spotlight, light. Two cities, one frozen war. History knocking at the door. Blades of glory, skating through the fight. Maple Leafs fly, Senators ignite. Sam Wells calling every night. Battle of Ontario, hold on tight. Whoa, blades of glory tonight. Raise your voices, raise your flags. Every heartbeat, every slap. This is more than just a game. It's blood, it's soul, it's our name. Maple Leafs, Senators, let's go! Blades of glory tonight.
We're watching Sam Weldy experience.
Let's go. You know what time it is. Let's go. Maple Leafs Senators tonight. Let's go. Battle of Ontario is here. How fire was that track? It was awesome. Welcome in, everybody. We're hyped up. This is game 4. A lot on the line. Welcome to the party. Thanks for joining us. We're going to have a good one tonight. Will the Leafs get this one done, or is it coming back home to TO for game number 5? We're going to know in just a few short hours, but welcome in to the party. Let's go. Random, how's it going? Arissy's welcome in. Noah's Ark in the house. What's up, AU Triton? Onyx, what's shaking? Coach, hello there. Lizard, welcome in. Duke, good to see you. Road Warrior, hello there. Jonathan, what's up? Typical maple syrup. I know you're excited, but just go easy on the spam. Zoran, how's it going? Stefan, what's shaking? Brendan, what's up? Welcome to the party. Welcome in, everyone. Zarbian, hello there. Jess, what's going on? Grandma, what's up? What's shaking? Welcome in. Spooky, good to see ya. Oh boy. Patoli, what's up? Welcome in. If I missed you, I'll get you. Just keep commenting along. Triton already. Oh, Triton, really? It took you that long? How about them lightning? Thank you for the super chat, Triton. we're not going to talk about it. Yes, we will. We're going to talk about that one in a little bit, but let's get fired up. Let's get turned up tonight. It's the Leafs and the Sens. Let's break it all down before we get going in this. It's a rainy day in Ottawa, not in Pizzaville, but it's a rainy day in Ottawa, and we're going to look to bring the thunder and bring the noise and get that building rocking. Justin, what's up? Swedish Rob, hello there. Charles, welcome in. Welcome in, Len. Good to see everybody. Everybody's rolling in. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. You know how it goes. This is awesome. I hope you are as excited as I am. It's been a long time since we've had a game like this, and I cannot wait for this one to get going. Why do we have to wait? Why do we have to wait? Can't we just drop the puck now? Oh boy, let's go. Shayami, welcome in. Go Leafs, go. All right, let's break it down. Guy, how's it going? Weston, how's it going? How about them Habs last night? Wasn't that something? That was huge. Okay, simmer, Sam. Breathe, breathe. Okay, this is how it's going to go. The Maple Leafs, they're going to attempt their first 4-game sweep of a best-of-7 Stanley Cup playoff series in 24 years. A victory over the Ottawa Senators in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference first round is going tonight. Now, the last time the Leafs were able to accomplish this was in 2001 when they swept, the Senators in the first round, trying to replicate that here again tonight. Finishing off this series is going to be a difficult task for Toronto. Why? Because Ottawa, they're going to bring it. They know what's left. But Toronto, they've struggled in these series clinching games. We know this over the years, Leaf fans. We've been in a bunch of them, and it hasn't worked out. They're only 2-13 in potential series winning games since 2004, but that changes tonight. Now, they're going to take the same approach. This is just another game. Stephanie, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Ashton, how's it going? Welcome in. And oh boy, it's just another game. You just got to focus on it. You just got to play their game. Gretchen, how's it going? Welcome in. Now the Senators, they're 8-16 in potential elimination games and 4-6 when playing at home. Oh, Ottawa is 2-3 all-time in Game 4s when facing a 3-0 deficit. So the numbers, they kind of look up. You can make these things work. Monkey, what's going on? Welcome in. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. You can make these numbers work however you look at them and break it down. Okay. Numbers you need to know, 6:53 is the total amount of time that Ottawa has led through the first 3 games of this series. 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Toronto has led the rest of the way, or it has been tied. When Berube was coaching the St. Louis Blues in their cup run in 2019, one of his fortes, one of his things was to start the 4th line in the postseason. So they look to set that physical tone. Will they do that again here tonight? Speaking of lineups, let's go. For the Maple Leafs, they're projecting Matthew Nyes with Matthews and Marner, Holmberg with Tavares and Nylander, Yarncroc with Lawton and Lawrence, Pacioretty back with Domi and Bobby McMahon. On the D side, Morgan Riley with Brandon Carlo. We got McCabe and Tanev. Simon Benoit, the hero, is going to be with OEL, Oliver, Ekman, Larson, and no surprise to anybody, Anthony Stolarz is getting the start tonight. Joey's calling the big win. Welcome in, David. Welcome in, Mike. Good to see you. Welcome in, one and all. So that is the lineup for the Maple Leafs. For the Senators, they're coming back with Brady Tkachuk, Tim Stützle, and Claude Giroux. We got Zetterlund with Cousins and Batherson. Ridley Gregg, boo, with Shane Pinto and Michael Amadio. Then David Perron and Adam Gaudette and Nick Cousins. And if you didn't hear, Nick Cousins received a fine, as did the Ottawa Senators, because in the last game, Cousins was shooting pucks down the ice at Stolarz. Now, innocently enough, Stolarz and Cousins played together on Florida. They have a friendship there, but you can't do that in the postseason. The league sets the expectations that no shenanigans and warm-ups is going to be tolerated. So it was a $25,000 fine to the Ottawa Senators. And then what was it, like a $2,000 or $5,000? $5,000 fine for Nick Cousins. Just a little drop in the hat there. On the D side for the Senators, Sanderson and Zub. We got Thomas Chabot and Nick Jensen, Clavin going to be with Montipalo and Linus Allmark getting the start again. I almost said the Boston Bruins getting the start for the Ottawa Senators tonight. Allmark going to look to be a much improved goaltender. Now, he hasn't been bad. But he just hasn't been the better of the two goaltenders. All right, he's been somewhat bad. Okay, let's see. Johnny, what's going on? Welcome in. Savage, welcome in. Go Bruins. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. So here are the comparisons. Stolarz 3-0, obviously. A 195 goals against and a 926 save percentage. He is amongst the league leaders in these statistical categories. For Allmark, he is a 3.91 goals against and an 815 save percentage. Like I said, not great. Well, really, not good. Phil, what's going on? Welcome in. Is anyone as scared and nervous as I am? Me. This is going to be a huge game. Now, special teams has been coming up big. Both these teams have been taking a lot of penalties. In game one, it was Ottawa going to the box a lot, and the Maple Leafs lit them up. In game two, it was Toronto Maple Leafs that happened to take a couple of penalties. And in game three, again, it was the Maple Leafs being walked to the box. While the Senators got some, it was certainly not even. The referees in this series, we can all admit, whatever side you are on, whatever end of the 401 you are on, the referees have been letting the lot go. They have not been great by any means. Their calls make no sense. A high sticking on one side is not a high stick on the other side. A hit from behind on one side is not a hit from behind on the other side. So it is something that these teams cannot worry about. They just have to focus on playing their game. Whatever the referees call, the referees call. There's no consistency. We don't know what's a penalty anymore. What's a penalty in the first 10 minutes is certainly not a penalty in the last 10 minutes. So we are going to just play our game and stay on it. So talking about those special teams, the Maple Leafs power play has been ridiculous. They are eating the spinach, taking their vitamins and saying their prayers because they're at 55.6%, second in the National Hockey League on the power play. The Senators, they are at 22.2%, at 11th in the league. On the penalty kill, Toronto's still doing a nice job, 77.8% to be 6th in the league. Ottawa, 44% down at 15th. In the face-off area, this is somewhere Toronto has been between 2nd and 5th in the league all year. Well, right now they are number one in the league. And anytime the Maple Leafs are number one in the league in any category, we got to bring up the finger because they are number one and we're number one. There we go. So number one in the face-off circle at 57.2%. That is amazing. The Sens at 16th at 42.8. Goals for, Leafs are third. Goals against, they're second with 4 and 2. The Sens are 15th and 13th with 2 and 4. So based on these numbers, the Leafs on paper should be taking this one home. Leo, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in Morgan. Welcome in JDA. Welcome in everyone. Ted, how's it going? Florida's going to smash. Florida's got to get there. You know, Ted, the way the Panthers played today, we were streaming for the Panther game, and that was ugly. They did not show up today. I think they got caught in line waiting for the ice cream vendor because it was just a poor effort today. Mohan, how's it going? Antonio, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Keep smashing those thumbs up as you're coming in. All right. So we've gone over the lineups. We've gone over the goaltenders. We looked at the comparisons. The one thing we have left to do, whether we want to know or we don't want to know, we need to know. Who is officiating this game? Who is blowing the whistles? Who's calling the penalties? Well, the good news is Wes McCauley is down in Florida doing a horrible job there, so he is not going to be here tonight in Ottawa at the Canadian Tire Center. We're going to get Jean Hébert and Peter MacDougall. They are going to be the referees. Scott Cherney and Tyson Baker going to be the lines person tonight. And hopefully they are going to do a good job. Now, we said a little prayer for the referees. We begged Wes McCauley to be nice in the earlier game. It didn't work. So you know what? We're not going to do it for these referees. We're not going to give them that. We're here to play and play hard. Now, coming into this game, Mitch Marner has 6 points. 6 points in 3 games, 5 assists, and a goal. Austin Matthews, 5 points coming into tonight's game. He's got 4 assists and a goal. Nylander and Tavares, they each have 4 points. So, needless to say, the core 4 has been showing up. They've been playing very, very well. Can they do it again here tonight? Holy smokes. Are you outside? Super windy. I am not outside. It's actually calmed down here. It was super windy earlier, but it is calmed down here. What's that? It's still windy. Well, it looks like it's not windy, but this is going to be it's going to get windy in here because we need to pucker up. We need to bite on down. And as fans, we're going to ride along for this roller coaster, the edge of our seats. And this is going to be absolutely epic. Epic, epic, epic. So, talking about the core 4, they've done exactly what they need to do. They're putting points on the board. We've often said to ourselves, when are they going to show up? They are showing up. For the Senators, it's Giroux. He's got 3 points, 2 assists and a goal. Brady Tkachuk, he's got 2 goals. Batherson, 2 points, and that's it. There's a bunch of guys that have singles. From a defensive standpoint, 2 points for Cleveland, 1 point for Chabot, 1 point for Sanderson, and that's it. One of the things we absolutely love about this Maple Leaf team, hey, Steven, how's it going? Beverly, welcome in. Varius, welcome in. One of the things we absolutely love about this Leaf team is the defensemen are getting points. The defensemen are getting points. Stefan, I have not, but it sounds delicious. Morgan Riley has 2 goals. Simon Benoit has a goal. Ekman Larson has a goal. The Leafs were last. Well, not last, but they were towards the bottom of the NHL with scoring from defensemen in the regular season. They have turned that around. Count, how's it going? Welcome in. They have turned that around. They're using their defensemen. They're getting shots from the point, and they're burying some of those shots. In this series, Riley's got 5 shots. Ekman Larson's got 4. Benoit's got 3. Carlo's got 3. So that is awesome. Now, Carlo, good timing, Carlo. He has created a little bit of heartache for us. A little bit of heartache. We've had some bad deflections, some blown plays. Brendan Carlo has given us a challenge. Now, Brendan Carlo tonight, hopefully he's going to buckle down and be better. Victoria, what's going on? Hayden, welcome in. Is Domi going to be sucker punch? Oh, I can see Domi sucker punching someone. You know it's going to be Brady Tkachuk. Everyone's going to be sucker punching him. Ridley, Gregg, those are the 2 guys that are going to take the most grief. Okay, so this is huge. Like I said, defensemen are getting shots. They're getting things going. Brendan Carlo's going to have a better game. We can feel it. We got everything set. We are ready to go. We're fired up. It's 7:03. We're waiting for them to come in. We're waiting for them to go. Watch. I like your Dame, thank you so much. We are a much better channel and are much better at calling games than they are. And I wish more people over there would come over and figure it out because it's hard to watch sometimes. But we are the best at it, and we appreciate you being here. Amelia, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Everybody coming in. Smash those likes. Let's see. Can we hit up 100 likes before puck drop? Puck drop is probably about 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away. So get your snacks, get your beverages, get your goal lights, get your number 1 foam fingers, get your rally towels, get your flags, get everything you're going to need because I'm a little superstitious. I've already got my family set up in the spots that they were in for the first 3 games. Hopefully they're wearing the same clothes, the same underwear, the same everything. We're eating the same meals. We are all set to go. We are ready to rock and roll, and I hope you are as well. This has been a long time coming. It's a long time ago, since before some of you were probably born, that you saw this situation back in 2001. 2001 was a good year. There was no Facebook. There was no social media. You know, there was no what? There was no Euros. Euro wasn't a thing yet. You know, what was the Netscape Navigator was your browser of choice? Internet Explorer was your browser of choice. Things were very different in 2001. And here we are, all this time later, 24 years. And now we're ready to do it again. Leaf fans, it's been a long time coming, and we're going to rock and roll it. Thomas, how's it going? No stranger. Welcome in. He just changed the undies. Love it. Space, what's up? Welcome in. Gas was cheap. That's right. Beer and gas was cheap. It was, oh, so good so long ago. My favorite restaurants were still open. They were still here. All my good Italian places to go. The best chicken parmesan was open. No longer. The mall around the corner from me actually had real store names instead of all these small things you never heard of before. It was a very different time. But you know what remains the same? The passion, the drive, the wants. It's all about bringing it, and that's what we're going to do here today. If you remember back in 92, 93, there was a little video out on VHS. If you don't know what a VHS is, you're going to have to figure it out. It was called The Passion Returns. It was a story of the 92-93 team on their run, only to be upended by Wayne Gretzky's high stick that did not go called, but we're not going to dwell on that one. It was about Nick Borshevsky with an overtime goal against the Detroit Red Wings. It was about Foligno leaping through the air. It was about all kinds of crazy, and we're going to look to have that here today. So we're going to get set. Justin, that's right. It was a long time ago. I believe was 2001 even before the Star Wars prequels? It could be. When did the first Star Wars prequel come out? Episode 1. What year was episode 1? 99. Oh, so episode 1 had just come out. That's how long ago it has been, and we're ready to go. All right, 7:07. Let us in. Let us in. We want to get it going. What's the VHS? Did that come before 8-track? Oh, Jonathan, it's amazing. I still got a bunch of VHS. It was absolutely crazy back then, and we're going to get crazy now. I want you to be loud. Now, I don't care which team you're cheering for tonight. We got our Leaf fans here. We got our Sens fans here. I want you guys to call out your teams. Go Sens, go. Go Leafs, go. Not spammy, but you can cheer throughout the night. I also want you to be able to trash talk one another, but I have an ask. Please be creative. Don't just say, yeah, Leafs suck. You haven't won since 67. Tell me something we haven't heard before. Be creative in your chirps, and we might chirp back, and that's okay because we have a mutual respect for one another. We're going to respect each other. We're not going to personally attack anyone. We're not going to personally bully anybody. We're just going to have a good old-fashioned hockey game like we're sitting at a bar with 250 of our closest friends, and we're going to have a great time. So let's go. Zarbian, that's okay. We're live here tonight. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Who cares what everybody else is doing? We're live here tonight. We're bringing it, and this is the place to be. So don't worry about anybody else. This is the place to be because top notch, and we're going to have an absolute party. All right, so predictions. It's that time. We're all going to be respectful. We're all going to have fun. We're not going to bully anybody around. But what do you think this score is going to be tonight? Put in your score predictions right now. Let's see what you think. And you too on the Talkie Talk. Who do you think is coming out and who's going to be on top? Josh, thank you for that follow, my man. Trash talking is okay, but what? Yeah. Rick, exactly. You got to keep it PG-13. We got a lot of youngsters washing around. PM Steezy, what's going on? Prep, what's up? Sam looks much better now than he did this afternoon. Oh, Prep, it was so bad this afternoon. I shed a tear. I'm not going to lie. I closed my eyes and I was depressed. But then I remembered the Leafs are going to get it done tonight, and we're ready to go. Amelia going 3-2 Leafs in overtime. 2-1 Ottawa, 3-1 Leafs. Truth has no agenda. Welcome in. I like that score. I think it's going to be 3-2 tonight. I'm going 3-2. Let's get ready. Let's get into the building. Let's go. Ring that bell. If you're just coming in, again, smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. The crowd is loud. They're ready to rock. The bell is ringing. All right, we're going to bring this back down. As much as I'd love to play a little Hell's Bells here, that probably wouldn't fly. A Ninja, what's going on? CNL, welcome in. They're set. The Sens doggy is out on the ice, waving that flag. All right, what you are going to see here tonight, up top, we got the score. Right here is going to show you where all the shots are coming from, where all the goals are coming from. Now, I know you guys over here on the talk, you can't see it, but Down here, it's going to show you where the puck is, who's in possession, who's moving it around, and where it's going. And over on the far side is going to be who's on the ice and what their stat lines are. So you can take all the stats, you can put it together, you can see exactly what's happening, and let's get crazy. Why are we getting crazy? Why are we getting crazy? Because this is what we get so flippin' crazy about. It's a big silver statue with a bowl on top that we drink out of. We eat out of. Heck, we put our babies in it. This is what we get so crazy about. It's the hardest fought trophy in all of sports, and it all starts with a first round victory. It takes 4 games to move on. The Leafs have 3 check marks. They're looking for number 4. This is our year. This is our time. Let's go. It's all about to start. The players are coming on the ice. Hillary, they're coming on the ice. Fred, what's going on? Ron, how's it going? Will it be or won't it be? Poker Stars calling it 10-0. Says the Leafs are going to rip through the Senators' place like a trucker protest on a sunny afternoon. The Leafs are in here. They're going to take this one down. And we're going. Cool guy, what's going on? Welcome in. It's just about time. Oh, the lights are flickering. The lights are down. Everybody's getting set. Will this be the last game for the Senators this year? Or will they live to fight another day? Dan. Holy smokes. Alan, good to see you. Nolan, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Matthews in the middle earlier today, leading the stretches, passing the puck. Everybody gets to touch the puck. Canadian Colin, how's it going from across the pond? Welcome in, everybody. Big Rickster, good to see ya. Okay. They're getting set. Glax, welcome in. I cannot, unfortunately, Glax. CNL, it really is. AC/DC goes with everything. All right, we need 12 more likes. They're ready to get going with the anthems. So we'll bring this in. We will rise. John Cena, welcome in. Krista, hello there. It's just about time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as the legendary Lyndon Sewage performs "Oh Canada."
Thank you for the follow.
Vytiriša po Kesket, Polim Nacional par Lyndon Sewage.
Oh Canada, our home and native land, to paint with love in all of God's command. Quand ton bras se porte les pères, il se porte la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Great job. Let's go. The anthems are done. Turn on the house lights. Let's get ready to party. What's up, Steven? Triple H. Welcome in halfway around the globe. Welcome to Canada, folks. Welcome to Ontario. Our home base is Toronto. We're going for Toronto, and we're looking to shut this one down. David, welcome in from Jamaica. Let's go. We'll talk about all the other games in just a little bit. But right now, we got to button down. We got to get it going. Allmark making his way. This is going to be a big game for Linus. He needs to get this one going. Bam Bam, what's going on? Welcome in. Wow. I'm really nervous. I got the butterflies in the tummy and everything. Are you ready? Here we go. Center ice for the opening draw. And we did it 100 likes by the opening draw. And the Senators are going to take first puck. And they're going to turn it over at the Leaf line. Morgan Rielly is going to play it up to Marner. Marner back to Rielly. Off the boards through Nyes' legs. He tips this one in. Sanderson back to pick it up. Sens going to move this one up quickly. Here they come. Ridley Gregg. He almost gets destroyed. Coming up on Rielly. Rielly going to get bumped into the boards. Playing it around. Here comes Austin Matthews. Down the far side. Matthews. He's going to work this one down. Nyes going in against Zub. He's going to get a bump. Sanderson takes it away. Senators through the red line, and they're going to dump this one in. Everybody's going to switch it up. Everyone's going to switch it up. Here comes McCabe. He's going to work it to Tanev, playing this out of the zone. Senators putting it right back in. They all have to clear and tag up. Stolar's going to touch the puck, giving it to McCabe. It's loose in the high slot. Toronto, sloppy shot. That's going to go wide. Here's another blast. Where is it? It's grabbed here. Wow. Grabbed by Cousins. Cousins playing it around. Sloppy play by this second line. Another shot. Stolar is going to block her that one down into the corner. Picked up here by Tanev. Cycling this one back. And Toronto, slow it down. You can see they got some nerves going on here tonight. Working it up. Here's Lawton. Lawton going to play it ahead. Stutzla back in his own zone. Lorentz going to be on him. What's with all this 18-on-18 violence? Yarncroc going in the corner. Here's a long pass up. Ottawa working it through the neutral zone. Zetterlund has it taken away. Lawton getting it to Lorentz. Lorentz going to flip this one in the corner. Yarncroc going in after it. Ten's going to work their wrists around. Lawton going to cut it down again. Lawton battling here on the corner. These guys are digging, trying to pull this one free. Senators, Clavin going to move it around. They're going to bank it up the boards. Tip down into Toronto zone. And that is on the wrong side of the red line. It's going to be an icing call. So the puck is coming all the way back to the Ottawa side. First Nations, how's it going? Welcome in. Calling the Leafs in 4. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Really, really solid job here. Alexander, how's it going? Welcome in. Good start, hot start. Both these teams going to continue to move this puck.
And there's no sense of panic, no sense of change.
Off the draw, Rielly shoots. That's going to be a blocker side. Allmark drops it. Pacioretty going in the corner, getting it up to Max. Max to Rielly, putting it across. Rob, what's going on? Numi, hello. Another shot is going to be blocked. And the Senators going to ice the puck again. And this is coming right back. Vi, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the party, one and all. Holy smokes. Damn, that's not butterflies. That's the burrito. No burrito today, Dallas. No burrito today. Sean, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for that follow over on the TWH. Thank you very much. Matthews in to take this draw against Stutzla. Stutzla's going to win this one back. Would like to sleep. Hello there, Brian. What's up? Rielly holding this one in at the line. Going to play this to Marner. Marner putting it around behind the net to Nyes, trying to get up on it. Nyes, he's going to get this to Matthews. Matthews to Rielly. Rielly shooting. And that's going to go high and wide, far side. That hits the boards and comes all the way back. Matthew, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Setting it up. Let's go. Ekman Larson. Going to bank this one off the boards. Nylander, he's going to spin away from his man. Nylander, he's going to keep going. Gets tied up there. And the Sens bringing it back down. Pinto going to race this one. Mark, how's it going? Welcome in. There's a hit. Pinto on Benoit. Toronto going to pick this one up. A little flip pass to Holmberg. It was behind him. And this is going to roll right down in the zone. Holmberg going in here hard. Tavares is going to pick it up. He goes in the corner. Ottawa going to take it away. Perron getting this over to Jansen. Jansen up. Picked up by Carlo. Puts it off the boards. And Tavares bringing it all the way back in their own zone. He's going to work it up to Holmberg. Homie Holmberg going to carry to the red line. He's going to roll it in this second line. Gonna go change it up. Be Disney, what's going on? Alan, hello there, welcome in. Jansen taking a look. He's gonna cycle around, hanging on to it. Long pass up into the Leaf zone. Ottawa, Brady coming in with a shot. That's going wide. Picking this one up, trying to get there is Yarncroc, trying to pitch it forward, and it's blown down with a high stick. So a high stick call. Good pace here. What a fast 4 minutes. A real fast start to this hockey game. Leafs got a little sloppy. They got a little sloppy, but they brought themselves back together. So good recognition that they were kind of chasing a little bit. They brought the puck back, slowed it down. Okay, let's do it. Domi in to take the draw. That's going to be won by the Senators. Batherson winning this one. Ottawa going up the far side, in over the line. They didn't see it. Zetterlund is going to pull up. It's in the feet. There on the far side of Pacioretty. He's got it in his feet. He's going to kick this down to Ekman Larsson. He's going to rotate it around behind the net. Sen's going to get to that loose puck first. Zub at the point. That shot is going to be blocked. Patch swings at it. Now he goes to get it, but can't get it out. This comes back up, going into the corner. Batherson with this one. Ekman Larsson pushing up on him. Pacioretty going to dig this one out. He's going to play it to the point. This one came out. Toronto. McMahon going to chip this. Domi's going to chase it in. Sanderson going around behind the net with it. Domi up on him real quickly. Lewis, how's it going? Good evening. Sanderson back with it. Going to play this one over. Zub with it now. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Herman, how's it going? Welcome. This over the line. Senators coming through. Matthews in there with a bump on Greg. Playing it up to Nyes. Matty Nyes. Going to work it to Marner. Marner lead pass for Riley. Riley going to pick it up. Shot right on. Easy stop here for Allmark. Deflects it into the corner. Sen's going to play this one up ahead. Here come the Senators. Amadio bringing it up. Dropping it back for Greg. Comes across the middle for Shabbat. He can't get the shot off. Pinto in the side. Playing it behind for Amadio. Riley up on him. Digging this one. Carlo there as well. It's going to come down to the point. Here's Pinto. Shabbat playing it across to Jansen. Jansen going away from Marner. He's going to crisscross. Here's Shabbat going across ice with a great shot and a great shot block. And Toronto going to flip this one up and all the way down the ice. Allmark going to play this one ahead. Shabbat is going to turn and make his way up ice. Now he plays it down. Tanev is going to grab it off the boards to McCabe. McCabe, long pass across in the middle of the ice. Here comes Holmberg. Look out. He had to dance away for a hit, but gets tripped up. This coming around the boards on the far side of the ice. Ottawa looking. Long pass is going to be intercepted. Nylander with it. He's going to play this up to Holmberg. Back to Nylander. Nylander going to spin the other way. Willie with the puck. He's going to stop, dance through the middle, hits that red line, passes it over to Tavares. Tavares puts it off the boards on the far side. Keeping this one in. Nylander didn't hit Holmberg. Senators pick it up. They're going to carry this into the middle. Killer, what's going on? Welcome in. This dumped all the way down. Senators there first. Going to pick it up as Cousins. Playing it to the line. Over to Zub. Zub into the middle. Here's a shot. And that one goes wide. Another shot. Stolarz had to be sharp. Rebound comes to Tavares, and Nylander just going to flip this one up, and they're going to head off. Welcome in, everyone. As you're coming in, make sure to hit that subscribe button for us. We're here all playoffs long. We got you covered. And this is going to be an icing call by the Senators, and Stützle not happy about that. On the Ottawa bench, it looks like Monty Paulo is getting a little look over by one of the trainers there, as he's in some discomfort, having a conversation. Holy smokes. Tasham, what's going on? Welcome in. Yikes, what a fast pace. It is sloppy. It's a little sloppy to start. Each team with a couple of shots on goals. Face-off's going to be in the Senators zone. Leafs got to just play their game. They just got to weather the storm. Giroux against Lawton. Referee telling Lawton he's got to get that stick down. Giroux going to win this one back. Senators are doing a great job right now. Trying to move this one across. Here's Lorentz. Lorentz going to pick it up. He's going to carry this one in. Lorentz sending it around the boards. Picked up. Toronto trying to work this one through. Ottawa going to steal. Sens going to work it ahead. Here comes Batherson. Batherson playing it across. Thank you, 1996, Brandon. Thank you for hitting that follow. This is going to be flipped up and down the ice. Mad Jack, what's going on? Welcome in. Mr. Buck, good to see ya. Here's a shot. Stolarz makes the save. Bobbled the rebound. Good thing McCabe was there to pick it up. Tanev gives it back to Jake. He's going to move this one up. Here it comes. Pacioretty to McMahon. McMahon flying down. Long shot. Sharp angle. Easy save for Allmark again. Domi back to the point. Here's McCabe with a shot. Rebound is there. Pacioretty can't get that one. Patch can't move it. Picked up here by Shabbat. Shabbat going to play this one up. It has been a day of hockey, Numi. Absolutely. Stolarz is going to play this to McCabe. McCabe working it up, trying to hit McMahon. He can't control. And Ottawa sending it back down again. Benoit racing. He's going to elude a hit there. Look out. Toronto fanned on the pass. They're going to try the other side. Long pass is going to go off the boards all the way down the ice. And this is going to be an icing call against Toronto. 12 minutes to go in period number 1. 0-0 is the score. 0-0 is the score. Brandon's going with the Sens. Going with those Sens tonight. Holy smokes. Great pace. This is faster than the last game. Leafs just got to stay with it. I don't need them to do anything big right now. Just let Ottawa go. Let them tire them out. Keep them running around. And then when the time is right, turn it on. So Domi's getting a penalty. What? Off the draw. Domi's stick comes up into the face of Pinto off the draw. I'd like to see a replay of this, but nonetheless, Domi is gone. The referees are not going to have any shenanigans. This is a very roughing is going to be the call. I don't like this.
First power play of the game will go to the Ottawa Senators.
So they're going to go to a commercial break. What happened was they were set up to take the draw, right? Domi is set up to take the draw. Pinto brings his stick down on top of Domi's. Domi then waited and gave a shot. So don't like that call, but it is roughing. The refs are saying right now they're not going to stand for any nonsense. So a horrible penalty to take, but that is a weak call. A weak call, but it is. So now the referees, you've set the tone. You set what is a penalty. Let's see if you live by this. He bashed him in the face. Dan, he didn't bash him in the face. He got him in the shoulder, and it was with his glove, not the butt end of the stick. So bad call. If it was the butt end to the face, absolutely, that's a penalty. But he went like this to the shoulder. He came down hard with the stick to take the face off. Domi retaliated with a shot to the shoulder. Holy smoke. So that is not good. That is not a good start. A bad penalty to take. Let's see how this is going to play up. Now, the refs are probably cracking down after last night's game. Phil, that's a great point. If you weren't with us here, he didn't hit him in the face with the stick, Dan. It was a shot to the shoulder. If you weren't with us here last night, things got a little out of hand in the Montreal game. A full brawl broke out at the end of period number 2. Everybody was on the ice. The Caps were trying to get at Dobish. Dobish skated away. Anderson came over. Wilson came over. They end up fighting onto the bench and down the bench. It was wild, like nothing I've ever seen before. James, what's going on? Welcome in. So absolutely crazy what happened last night. Keep 6, what's going on? All right. So let's go. Let's go. Back from commercial break. Sens on the power play. And here comes Toronto. They're going to send this one all the way down the ice. Domi with the roughing call. Here comes Sanderson. He's going to carry this one up. A little drop pass. Ottawa on the move, bringing it up. Just fines. Rob, exactly. Just fines, which is crazy. 2 $5,000 fines. That's it for that brawl. Senators put it out of the zone. They got to wait to tag up. And now here comes Sanderson. A pass across. Matthews intercepts. And that's an offside call at the line. Brady Tkachuk was in. Sanderson was out. So the offside is called. But a good pace. A great start. A great start. I love when they play fast-paced games. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. I love the back and forth. TBA, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Love to see these guys giving it. Bob, what's going on? Go Leafs, go. 11:26, no score. Off the draw, Benoit going to bank this one off the boards. What'd you think of the Florida late hit? The one today or the one on Hagel? The one on Hagel was filthy. The one today that Tkachuk threw, it was a tad late, but it wasn't nearly as bad. I don't think it warranted a 5-minute major. Back to the line, Sanderson putting this one across. Ottawa creeping in. Tkachuk going to spin around, getting it back to the line. Cross ice for a blast, and they score. Stützle opens the scoring on the power play. 1-0 Senators. 1-0 Sens. They get the first goal. They put this one in. Wow, 1-0. Ottawa fighting for their hockey lives. Sanderson putting it across. Lots more hockey to go. That's right, it's only one. It's only one. And Toronto will get their fair time on the power play. And that is, Mr. Buck, that is a mistake. That is a costly mistake. Off the draw at center ice, Tavares fighting for this one. This is going to come out. You got to stay out of the box. Their penalty kill has been good. Sanderson and Tkachuk picking up the assist. Here's Nylander. Willie going to play this to the middle of the ice for Riley. Riley to Holmberg. Holmberg going to bring this one in. Holmberg, he goes down in the corner. Tavares pinching up. Picked up by Ridley Gregg. Nylander steals. He puts this one across. Back through Jansen, moving it up. That's right. Leafs will strike back. Ekman Larsson going in hard, and the Senator player he looked a little worse for wear after that hit, and Ridley Gregg is going to go right to the bench. He took a big hit in the corner, and he's going right to the bench. This over to Pinto. Pinto taking a look, spinning around. Pinto in the middle of the ice for Perron. A drop pass. Here's a shot. That one is blocked. Into the corner, playing it back. Down around, Ekman Larsson watching it go to the corner. Nylander lets it go by him. This coming in the middle, picked up by Omer Ek. He's going to play it up to Nylander. I don't think he got enough. This could be an icing. No, it's not. It is no icing call. Mike, what's going on? Welcome in. Jansen going to move it across. Ottawa up the middle. This coming in. Stolarz is out to play it over to McCabe. McCabe, he's going to rotate it over to Nyes. Nyes going to chip this one up. Down in the corner, Sanderson with it. He comes up. He's going to move it over to Cousins. Cousins, long pass. That's going to go wide, and McCabe is going to go there to pick it up. McCabe across. He's going to move this over to Marner. Marner taking a look in the middle for Tanev. Back over to Matty Nyes. Nyes going to flip it down in the corner. Matthews racing in hard against Sanderson. Here comes Nyes as well. Nyes and Matthews trying to take it away. They can't. Marner in the corner. He's trying to get it. He can't get it to Matthews. Sanderson had Matthews all tied up. Here they go. Zetterlund is chasing after Riley. Riley going to move it around. He gets driven hard into the boards. Stützle going to play this one back. Kirk, how's it going? Ottawa taking a head look. They're going to flip this up. Zetterlund can't control. And that's going to be an offside call. So we're going to get another stoppage here. Everyone can catch their breath. 8:45 to go. 8:45 to go. Natasha, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. 1-0 Senators with the lead here today. So Ridley Gregg, Ekman Larsson puts Gregg into the boards, and he goes down hard, hits his head. So Ekman Larsson sticks his butt out, drives Gregg hard into the boards. He put his head down, so he must have to go to the quiet room because a concussion spotter is going to see that. So I don't think we're going to see Gregg for a few minutes here. This is going to be flipped down the ice. Stützle can't get there. This comes over to Domi. Domi, his shot, that's going to go into the glove of Ullmark. If you're just coming in, again, thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 150. They're going to commercial break, but we are on our way to 150, 26, 150, and we need your help. So hit that subscribe. And share us out. Share us out on your Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, Discord, wherever. Tell everybody all about us. All right. So while they're on commercial break, there were a lot of games going on the last couple of days. A lot. Earlier today saw, well, heartbreak. Utter heartbreak for me anyways, maybe not you guys. The Tampa Bay Lightning walloped the Florida Panthers 5-1. The Vegas Golden Knights not too long ago beat the Minnesota Wild 4-3 in overtime. Minnesota has a 2-1 series lead there, but Vegas picking up the win in overtime yesterday. Alan, how's it going? Welcome in. We saw a lot of big games. Montreal picking up their first win 6-3. The Devils got their first win in overtime to a double overtime, and the Oilers got their first win over the Kings. So everybody now has a win except for the Ottawa Senators, and they're looking to get theirs here tonight. But will that not be the case? Will Toronto bounce back and shut things down? That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, Mason, it's all about where you're able to watch and what feed you're watching on. So they're all slightly different. Oh, my goodness. We got to take a deep breath. Deep breath. But coming back from commercial break, Ridley Gregg has been a thorn in the side of the Leafs, running into Stolarz. Stolarz attacking him back, attacking Ekman Larsson, attacking Tavares, going at Matthew Knies. Ridley Gregg has really been a pest in the sort of this Leaf team. And so we'll see what an update is after he went head first into the boards earlier. Off the draw, Benoit going to flip this one in the corner for Domi. Domi can't get it. Ottawa going to take it away from him. The Sens coming across the middle. Long pass. Drop to Giroux. He shoots. Stolarz kicking it out. Big rebound. Juicy rebound. Another shot and a great kick save. Come on, Pacioretty. You got to be stronger on the puck. There you go. Patch is going to break free. Sending this one across to Domi. Takes it off the skate. That's going to roll on Ullmark. And Ullmark going to hang on to it. Pacioretty being a little bit of a pest in front of Ullmark. Bobby Ray, how's it going? Welcome in. The DGs, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Musical Chores, welcome in. Again, thank you all for joining us. Some good stops here by Stolarz. Stolarz very good with those legs, but those big rebounds. Toronto in the first few games were very quick to clear those rebounds away. Right now, they are not able to do the same thing. So let's go. Oof, 8 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go. Off the draw, Sanderson bringing this one around. He's going to bring it out. It was Stützle getting the goal for the Senators. Toronto going to flip this one back down in the corner, racing in here after it. Knies trying to intercept. He can't. Sanderson in the corner playing it up. Marner can't intercept. Riley does, though. And Toronto digging this one out, getting it back up to the red line. And it looks like Gregg is back out on the ice, so clearly no issues with the head after going head first into the boards. Knies going down after it. Knies a little bump on Zub. Ottawa going to go the other side. Holmberg trying to race up for it. Toronto playing this one back to Knies. He's going to dump it in. Racing. Here comes Yarncroc. Yarncroc coming in. Yarncroc going to intercept. He's wrapping around. He puts it in front. A little weak pass. And Lawton couldn't get that one. Holy smokes. This coming to the line. Quackity, how's it going? Welcome in. Digging it just outside the line. Leafs dumping it right back in. Lawton going over to the boards. He plays this one down. Lorentz is going to go for it. Yarncroc can't get it. Lorentz does. It bobbles away from him. And here comes Gaudette. He's going to flip it in the corner, giving chase. McCabe goes in. He's going to get a bump. Trying to dig this one free. Tanev, he's in that corner working. It's tied up along the board. 6:45 to go here in period number one. It's going to come free now. Senators back to the point for Jensen. He shoots. That's going to get stopped. It's trickling towards the goal. Where is it? Nobody knows where it is, as Lawton and Gaudette are going to get mixed up in the corner. And here comes Ottawa. Perron is going to grab Holmberg around the head. Now he puts his head into the boards. So this should be a penalty, as Perron is the aggressor here, and the referee's pointing at Perron and says, you go. The holy smokes. That's going to get a penalty. The Leafs are going to get themselves an opportunity. This was right at the goal line. It was loose. It comes to the side of the net. It hits Lorentz. It's trickling towards the line. McCabe He can't get it out. He actually goes over top of the puck. Yarncroc gives the shove there to Perron, and it looks like Perron actually hits his head on the goalpost. And that's why Perron then goes after the Leaf player. Noah, how's it going? Retro, how's it going? Welcome in. So here we go, Toronto with 6:34 to go. So, all right, so it is a roughing penalty, so Perron is going to go. They're also going to say they're going to review this and make sure the puck did not cross the goal line, which it did not. At least from the two replays they showed moments ago, it did not clear the goal line. It was there, and it was swept out underneath of the Leaf player down into the corner. The Perron just jumped up, grabs Yarncroc. No goal, which is the right call. It wasn't even that close. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't that close. So Leafs, 2 minutes on the power play. Let's see if they can strike back. Ron, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that follows and make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe. Keep going with those likes as well. 6:34 to go, 2 minutes on the clock. Let's see what the Leafs can do. We are 4 subs away from 140. Off the draw, Marner in the corner, going to bat this one back. Tavares, he's digging in the corner. Tavares to Marner. Marner going to finally get some space. Marner, side of the net for Nylander. Nylander to Matthews, back to Willie. Nylander, they're all moving positions. Up to Marner, who's down at the point, to Nylander, who's at the other point. Nylander coming in. He shoots a stop, and that's going to be kicked to the corner. Tavares going to get this one to Nyes. Nyes going back for Tavares. Weak pass. Tavares getting it up for Nylander. Nylander, he gets tripped up there with a slew foot. Back in the corner. Nylander now gets hauled down. He's not allowed up. And the Sens a breakaway. Pinto coming, shooting. Great save. No, they scored. Fuck. A shorthanded goal for the Senators after Nylander was gang mugged in the corner. I think they took his necklace, his wallet, and his Canadian passport. And they just come all the way down and put this one in. Wow. Absolutely wow. Nice save here. Tavares goes in the corner. Holy cow. This is just going to race all the way down. And Stolarz, he got the legs closed and it just trickled through. As Nylander and Tavares pick themselves up off the ice, Shane Pinto puts this one through Stolarz. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh my goodness. Domi gonna win this one back. Leafs are still on the power play. They need to get one back now. Nylander is going to the lost and found as he needs to get his ID back. McMahon, he's gonna dump this one in the corner, going in here after it. Domi trying to pick this one up. Domi is digging. Domi's still digging. This one going to come back to the line. They're still digging. Domi has it. Jansen up on Domi. It's in the feet, trying to get it out. Pacioretty, come on, guys. They're digging. They can't move it. Puck is frozen. They finally dig it out. Here comes Riley. Riley, what are you doing? Riley, you idiot. Back to Pinto again. Riley, he's going to drop this one back. Comes to Morgan Riley. 30 seconds to go. Riley in over the line. Getting it to Pacioretty. Patch putting this. No, what are you doing? 2-on-1 shorthanded. Matthews with a great comeback play. And that's going to be an offside call. What are they doing? Earth to Toronto Maple Leafs. You're not the Mighty Ducks. You're not the Chicago Blackhawks. You're the blue and white of Toronto. Start playing like it. This is unbelievable. The Senators fighting for their lives, and they are out on top. As the Maple Leafs are crumbling before our very eyes. Unbelievable. Rick, I know. They should have left Robertson in. That's what we said after the last game. Putting Pacioretty in has totally crushed the vibe of that third line. Here comes Tanev, bringing this one into the zone. And again, the Sens going to chip this one out. Power play has expired. Nyzy going to bring this one back. Toronto turning it up, 4.5 minutes to go. 2-0 Senators. Matthews in the corner. He's trying to pull this one free, cannot do it. This coming back the other way. Here comes Ottawa. Mark, so true. Mr. Dodge, how's it going? Here come the Sens again. They're going to turn it over. Here comes Lawton. Lawton bringing it in. His long shot is going to be grabbed by Allmark, and he's going to hang on to it. And Clavin and Lawton are having a conversation. Holy smokes. They need to get something going. Maple Leafs need something big. They need a spark. They're going to commercial break. And hopefully the coach is going to walk down the bench and smack them all in the back of the heads. Because right now they are absolutely full of hot air. Absolutely ridiculous. Holy smokes. I apologize. I didn't mean to drop that. But my goodness. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And you know what, Justin? It's not Stolly's fault. I don't blame Stolly for that. Alexis, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Absolutely atrocious. Let's rock. I don't think it's coming that. I don't think it's going to lead to that. But this is just bad hockey right now. And we said it from the moment puck dropped. They've been sloppy. They have not been controlling themselves. They've been turning over the puck. Although I bet you if I look at the giveaway number right now, it's going to say something low. Yeah, 2 giveaways. There's been a lot more than 2 giveaways. It's fine. You're acting like when Nashville plays. We're better than the Predators. I mean, this is bad hockey. Bad hockey. Horrible. Morgan Rielly, ridiculous giveaway. Ridiculous. Their power play was atrocious. Did they think this was going to be a cakewalk? Well, they are absolutely mistaken. All right. Holy smokes. It's only great hockey because you guys are being given a gift. The Maple Leafs have essentially gift wrapped this first period for the Senators. They've played no defense. I think the Leafs think they're in an all-star game for the NBA right now. They have had no defense at all. At all. The Sens have only had 6 shots on net. The Maple Leafs have forgotten it, right? You love gifts. Exactly. The fix is in to get the most. Dave, I didn't want to believe it when I heard that. I didn't want to believe it, but you know what? It's seeming more and more and more like that could be true. I'll buy into that conspiracy theory. Here's Nylander off the draw. Senators going to pull it away. Tavares keeping this one in. Tavares has it in his feet. It's going to put this back to the Leafs defense. Leafs now going to play it up to Benoit. Benoit, here's a long shot that's blocked. Trying to get this one back up. Get this Rogers ad off the screen. It blocks half the screen. Rogers doesn't deserve it. They're going to tip this one back. Here come the Sens again. Cutting through the middle is Cousins. Nice play there by Ekman Larsson. Back to the line. Count. What's going on? Here's a pass back. Senators setting it up. Long shot. Going to go high over the net. 3:30 to go. 3:30 to go in this period. That's right. Beverly, can we take a mulligan? Down in the corner, this coming free. Ekman Larsson going to go high off the glass, and this is going to go up and at a play, but it did hit the glass, so no penalty there. 3:16 to go in period number 1. Clearly, the Senators watched the Oilers. They watched the Montreal Canadiens. They watched everybody play huge hockey. Tonesy, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go Knights. Big win for the Knights. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. It's only 1 period. It's only 2 goals. Off, face off in the Leafs zone. They have to get Battle of Ontario to Game 7 to maximize viewership. It's all about business, right? Sens bringing this one back across. Over to Monty Paulo. He's going to play this one in the middle. Long pass up and around the boards. Carlo going in high after it. Carlo fighting for it. Big battle behind. He comes out in front. That's going to go between everybody and all the way down. Holy smokes. Senators going to tip this one around behind their own net. Leafs, instead of reaching with your stick and whacking, take an extra 2 strides and lift the stick. Here's Perron with a long shot, and Stolarz is going to hang on to that one. Holy smokes. My blood pressure is probably through the roof. Actually, the pulse isn't so bad. Oh, crazy hockey right now. Crazy hockey. Perron is still chirping at the Leaf bench. 2:45 to go. 2:45 to go. First period. Shots are 8-7. Leafs have trouble with closeout games. They have since 2018. Off the draw. Here's another shot. This is going to be kicked to the side. Tanev going in after it. This is going to come over to Matthews. Matthews to McCabe. McCabe putting it back around behind the net. Long pass all the way to the red line. Here it comes Matthews. Into the zone. Matthews, he has let nowhere to go. Matthews still with it. Putting this one back to McCabe. McCabe blindly throws it towards the net. Misses everybody. Pinching up his Tanev. Kept it in temporarily. Nice, he can't get it. My angel dear, hello there. Welcome in. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. That was it. And this is going to be an icing call against the Senators. So right back to the Ottawa zone. 2:12 to go here in this period. Holy smokes. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it turned up. We need these Leafs. They need to find a win somewhere. We need 4 subs. 4 subs to hit that subscribe. Get us up to 140. And that's right, Onyx. They are a second period team. Let's see what they bring in the second. Off the draw, Sanderson going to put this one around. Ekman Larson back to pick it up. A 2-0 score. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you're... Okay, Maple Leafs. You're wearing the white jerseys. I know it kind of blends into the ice a little bit. When you pass the puck, the intent is to hit another guy in the white jersey. It's not so hard. Off the draw, here's a shot by the Sens. That's going wide. Senators behind the net again. They're playing this back to the line. Here's a long shot. That one gets blocked. Another shot that goes wide. Pacioretty standing still, watching the game. Buy a ticket. Here's another shot. Stolarz is down. Leafs kick this one out. Comes to the side of the net. Sens keeping this one in. Leafs are sitting in the corner watching Oppenheimer, trying to figure out what was so impressive about watching Barbie and Oppenheimer back to back. Here's a shot from the point. That's going into the corner. Trying to pick this one up. Batherson getting hit. Everybody is standing still. Pacioretty going to now carry this one out to the red line. He gets it taken away. Pacioretty can we pull him out now? Here comes McCabe. Up over the line to Tavares. See, Tavares is moving his feet. Tavares going to take this one away. 1 minute to go. JT, he's going to dish this off to McCabe. McCabe, he puts this one across. Let's go. Scores! There we go. We said Tavares was moving his feet. We said JT was moving his feet. And what happens when you move your feet? You put a puck in the net. That's exactly what you need to do. Holy smokes. Nylander with the shot. Tavares with the deflection. There we go. Thank you, Tavares. That is exactly what the Leafs needed. JT, what's going on? M. Shields, welcome in. Crime Dog, what's up? He didn't even see it. Toronto actually did something. It took them a whole period to figure it out. Kathy, what's going on? Welcome in. DJ, how's it going? One is better than none. You got that right, my friend. Ridley Gregg is going to play this out and down the ice. Scott, can you imagine? Oh my gosh, Scott, that would be something. Toronto going to pull this one up. Nye's a little spin around. There's a tackle. McCabe throws his arms up. This coming around. Knocked down, chipped over to Marner. Marner going to slow it down. Carlo, get out of the way. Earth to Brendan Carlo. You're not supposed to hit the guys in the white jerseys, and now you gave it away, you bum. This around for Benoit. Benny's going to work this one through. Holy cow, Brendan Carlo, I'm about to pack you up and send you to Boston. And there's a whistle as the period comes to an end, and Benoit is going at it. Benny's all tied up here in the corner. I can't see who came after him. Turn around. I see a 2. I can't see the other number. Dylan Cousins, 2-4, 2-4. He came flying at Benoit, grabbed him. He should be going to the box for that one. Joseph, how's it going? Welcome in. The first period came to an end, but it wouldn't be without some dramatics. Right at the end, Brady Tkachuk, that's a charge. Brady Tkachuk took about 15 strides, put Benoit into the boards. Then he hits Benoit down. Lawton comes after Benoit, and then here comes Cousins to grab. So Cousins should be getting a penalty for this. It looks like he is going to get it. We'll wait and see. We're going to intermission. Let's break this one all down. My gosh, this was just crazy. What a wacky and wild period. The Sens and Leafs. Oh yeah, bringing you exactly what we thought it would be. Darce, what's going on? Welcome in. Whew, I got to turn this fan up. I'm hot. This is a wild, wild hockey game. Let's take a look at these stats. 9-9 the shots. That's it. 9-9. 10 hits for Ottawa, 7 for Toronto. 11-9 the faceoffs. So this is the problem, right? When Toronto's been winning, they're leading in faceoffs. They're leading in hits. Right now, it's the reverse. Senators get the power play goal. Toronto did not. 4-3 the giveaways. Again, I don't buy that number. Toronto's been giving the puck away more than the, well, I was going to make a bad comment. I'm going to hold back on that one. Yagnes, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody, as you're joining us. 2-1 Ottawa leading there on the takeaways. 12 block shots for Toronto, 2 for the Senators. It goes to show the Senators had 9 shots on net. Toronto has blocked 12 additional shots. That means Ottawa is getting a ton of pucks towards the net. Ryad, you did. You called that one. And oh, it made me so mad. All right. You know what we got to do? Sam's got to calm down. Sam's got to calm down because I'm all fired up. So what's the best way of calming down? Well, we can't do that on stream. So we're going to open some hockey cards. What? We're going to open some hockey cards. We're going to get these going. Let me pull these out of the box. You don't know what I was going to say. Maybe have a dance party. You don't know. All right, let's go. We're going to open some hockey cards. Let's go. We're going to do this one. This is the best way to relax. I need a drink. Get the Gatorade going. Let's get those electrolytes going. All right. Gatorade done. All right, let's open some hockey cards. Let's see what we're getting. Sam, what are you about to say? I work out. I can't go hop on the Peloton now or on the treadmill. Can't do that on stream. I'm already huffing and puffing. You don't want me huffing and puffing from working out. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got. Grip it and rip it. Miro Heiskanen, base card. Brock Besser. And an Emily Clark. There we go. All right. Standard pack. Nothing special. Let's keep it going. Imagine seeing the video of yourself not skating in the playoffs. Oh, bad giveaways. This first period, the story of this first period was bad giveaways. It was bad plays. Mark, you'll end up sleeping on the couch. Retro. It's okay. My couch is comfortable. Jack Hughes. Oh, wouldn't it be nice for the Devils to have him? Be good to have him going. Oh, I thought it was Vinny LeCavalier, but it's not. It's Steven Stamkos. Look at that baby face for Steven Stamkos. I don't want to hear you huffing and puffing doing that. Right? Exactly. And Vince Dunn. There we go. That's why I can't get on that Peloton. Can't get on the walking pad now. That would just be weird. I'd be like walking around and moving and nah, that's okay. There we go. Now we're cooling down. The fan is going. Nothing wrong with the baby face. I know, Kathy, I love seeing some of these rookie cards or the rookie photos. They look so young. Here's Boone Jenner. Take a bow, Igor Shesterkin, the $13 million man. Boy, did the Rangers pay him a ton of money. And, of course, Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas. Holy smokes. 2 more to go. See, this is working. This is working here. Jonathan, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Jack Hughes going to Vancouver. That's Mark. That's what we're hearing, right? That's, oh, we got a pack with 4. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. We won something, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Brianne Jenner. What did we win? What did we win? We got a Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky hurt me. We got a red card. Oh, that's it? Are you kidding me? So we got the red card with the QR codes. This is a winning card. These are randomly inserted inside of packs. They have big prizes like autographed jerseys, mini fridges, all kinds of stuff. Free flippin' donut. Are you kidding me? A free flippin' donut. Tim Hortons, really. Really. And again, I'm covering up the QR code so nobody steals my free donut. Free donut. Where's my autographed jersey? Where's my Sidney Crosby autograph framed picture? No, a free donut. Don't put free donuts in these little inserts. I thought I was getting like something huge. And it's a free donut. You know what? You got it. Free donut. Yep. Take it. Free donut. And then the great 8, Alex Ovechkin. Come on. A free donut? Really? Tim Hortons. I get a free donut for winning my 3 picks. Like, oh my God. A free donut. I thought I was getting some major prize. I got all excited. Free donut. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Braden Point. Braden Point. I'm getting all the Tampa guys today. This is just rubbing it in. Tim Hortons has given me all the Tampa guys, Rupe Hines, and a free donut to rub it in. Another one. Are you kidding me? And Jake Gensel. So we got a Gensel, a Point, a Vasilevsky, and a free flippin' donut. I thought I was getting a Gretzky signed jersey. I thought I was getting something massive. This is the hockey gods making fun of us. This is the hockey gods saying, hey, we got him all fired up. He was going to open some packs of hockey guards to calm down. We're going to make him think he won a massive prize. And we're going to give him a donut. I don't even really eat donuts anymore. Come on, Tim's. Come on. Can I exchange it for barbecue? You know, something like that. Here's a free jersey for you. Prep, that's awesome. That is awesome. Sam, you getting something Canadian, not made somewhere else. That's right, Jonathan. Made in Canada. Who knows? The way Tim Hortons is going nowadays, who knows if those donuts are made here? They're probably imported from God knows where. No offense, Tim Hortons. Your quality has gone very downhill. Right, Coach. Fair trade, right? Fair trade. I think so. I'll even throw in a draft, future considerations. Ryan, how's it going? Welcome in from New Zealand. Rick. Oh, goodness gracious. What a game. What playoffs hockey game. I just wanted a Leafs hat. Right, Kathy? Oh, so funny. Okay. This has been a frustrating day. For those of you that know, I'm a huge oh my God. I should have my hockey card taken away for saying that. Oh my, that just came out of my lips. Oops. I'm a big Florida Panther fan. What is going on? Oh. Uber Eats, send Molson Canadian 6-pack, please. No, not another one, Ron. Not an F-bomb. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that was Stefan. Oh goodness. Oh. Okay. Oh, the playoffs are making me cry. That's what's happening. My Florida Panthers got shellacked today. They got beat so bad. They got beat so bad they thought they were the Arizona Coyotes. And now they have to come back. They're still up 3-1. Good job, Tampa Bay Lightning. But that game was so depressing. And now here in this first period, the Ottawa Senators a 2-goal lead. And Toronto is passing that puck like it's a hot potato. Nobody wants it. They just keep moving it around and saying, here, Senators, take it, take it, take it. It's just not good hockey. You're not a fan, I bet you. Matthew. Oh, goodness. They're coming to take me away. Take me away. Okay, we're not going to sing. So let's get serious for a moment. This is so bad. This Maple Leaf team right now, and listen, a good goal by John Tavares, Nylander and Tanev picking up the assists. They pick up the assists. And, you know, it's funny you say that. Take him to the funny farm. Oh, funny farm has turned me down. I've tried to get in so many times. All right. If we can be serious for a moment, as Lance Storm, for those that remember Lance Storm, he used to say that all the time, and it was so good. All right. Hey, where was that? Don't knock the Coyotes. We'll be back. Retro. I really wanted that franchise to succeed. No franchise has given me more comedic material than the Arizona Coyotes over the years. So I want them to come back. I thought you were a big Toronto fan. I am, I swear, I promise. The Leafs are my team. Look, it even says #1 fan. #1 fan. That's me. And it's a Maple Leaf. Oh my goodness. You guys are awesome. This is why I love this community. This community knows how to have fun. As a Tampa Bay fan, you guys have been fired. Yes, user, they have been fired. They've been playing really good. And, you know, it's been a lot of fun. The game tonight was tough to watch because the Panthers played bad. And I get it, right? In these series, you can't bring your A game every night. There's a reason why it's a 7-game series, right? You can't be the best team every single night. You only have to be the best team on 4 out of 7 nights. And so I'm okay. I'm okay sending this to game 5. Would I love Toronto to win it at home? Absolutely, I would. I mean, it would be phenomenal. I won't go down there because it's going to be absolutely chaos. And traffic on a non-hockey day is a disaster. But it is going to be fun. It's going to be an absolute party in the city. So I'm cool with that. And you know what, Sam? That's the issue of being a fan of a team where there's no natural ice. I mean, come on, you're in Canada. Amelia, that's awesome. But all in all kidding aside, it was a good finish. Tavares put it in. Leafs are down by 1. They're going to go into this second period with the momentum. Ottawa's going to have to continue to bring it. They're going to have to play like they did in this first period. They're hitting hard. They're moving fast. They're breaking up a lot of plays. User, is that what they gave him? No, you got to be kidding me. I got to look this up. That can't be legit. Are you serious? Is that what they gave him? No, that's too fast. That's too fast. Where did you see that information? Because if that is actually the case, no. Okay, nothing. So he hasn't been handed anything yet. I didn't think it would be that fast. You had me going. Yeah, no, I don't see anything like it online. Nothing from NHL player safety about it. Nothing that he won't get 2 games for that. I'll be honest. I'll be surprised if he even gets a suspension. The Matt Tkachuk's hit was not that bad. It was a late hit. That's what it was. He got a 5-minute major, which I think was a joke. A 2-minute interference penalty is what it should have been. It was nothing like Brendan Hagel's hit. Brendan Hagel's hit absolutely deserved a 1-game suspension. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it'll come out tomorrow. All right. You had me going there. That's the issue. Okay, let me scroll back and see some of these comments. Just glad to know that some oh, Stefan. I have a Jays cap, wanted to show a pic, but Kathy, which kind? Jays have some really nice caps out there. Which one did you get? Which one did you get? Gerard, how's it going? Come on, Leafs, you can do it. They gotta be better. They gotta be better. Funny farm won't take you. Try the petting zoo. Mark, that's funny. Let's see here. Rick Rude used to say that. Oh, I loved Rick Rude, Matthew. Rick Rude was the best. He was so awesome. The ravishing one. George, how's it going? Shaking now. I feel like flying. George, lay off the Red Bulls. Oh my God. Leafs losing a game might be good for the next round. In retro, that is true, right? It's one of those things, and this is what the Leafs have learned a lot over the years. In order to be a true champion, in order to be a good winner, you have to know what it's like to lose. You have to have something in your grasp and have it taken away so you know what that feels like, so you don't want to feel that anymore. You need to lose in order to win. And I know that sounds a little strange, but you need to know what it's like. And Toronto has lost a lot. They've come in and they were so confident in these games and they were playing so well that having this moment is a reality check for them. So now with this reality check, they can put it behind them. They can go back up to another gear and they can look to drive this one home. So by the way, right at the end of the period, Dylan Cousins takes a roughing penalty. Benoit also takes a roughing penalty, which is an absolute joke. Grizzly, how's it going? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Once they finally build their $3 billion arena, Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, we don't know. Yeah, so I hope so, Steven. I've heard rumors that, it's still going on. I think, it's not going to be the same owner. I think there's going to be a new ownership group coming in and taking it over. But I do hope they get a team back, but I hope it's run properly, right? Playing in front of that 5,000 seat stadium, you can't run an NHL team in a 5,000 seat stadium. It just doesn't work that way. It really, really just doesn't. How about Ottawa winning at home? That'll be okay. Listen, good for them, right? Good for them. Let them get one done. This is what the battle is all about. How far from Ottawa? Ninja, I'm about, I don't know, what is it, 4 hours? 4 hours-ish to Ottawa? Craig, how's it going? Welcome in. Wearing Jace hat because no Leaf hat. Have a Red Blacks Bills jersey. No Leafs cap. Someone help me. Kathy needs a Leaf hat. You're a big Rick Rude fan. He was so good. What I'd like to have right now is for all you Oh, Rick Rude was so good. Swedish Rob, I'm great. I'm good. Thank you. I am good. Yeah, those were the days, right? Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, all those guys was awesome. Randy, how's it going? Florida #2, Toronto #1. Go, Sam, go. Thank you, Randy. All right, the clock has struck 0. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I hear you, and you're right, but the Leafs aren't playing bad. They're playing like there's no opponent. Oh, my God, Jonathan, it's so true. But they're going to turn it around. Second period team, they better come up. Cam, what's going on? Welcome, everyone. There's so many comments. I'd love to read them all. But we got to get set for period #2. So let's go. I am in and around the Toronto area, north of the city. There we go. Thank you for those subscribes. We are 3 subs away. 3 subs away from getting there. Let's go. Well, let's play some hockey. So we're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey here to start this period. You need to have a good arena these days. You do. Arenas are huge. The crazy crowd noise, the bell said. Yes, Rick, they were awesome. The fans in Montreal were incredible. All right, here we go. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it so much. So here they come. 4-on-4. Senators going to have first puck. They're going to move this one through. This is going to come all the way down. It's going to be an icing call. 15 seconds in, so this is going to come back to the Ottawa zone. The Leafs going to get an offensive zone face-off here to start Period number 2. This is the period they've been better at all season long. We're up in Downsview when it was a farmland. Wow, Brian, it is very different now. In Rogers is building that huge, like 50,000 seat outdoor stadium at Downsview for some concerts this summer over the next couple of years. And here comes Sanderson. Sanderson going to carry this one up. Leafs losing the draws. They have not been good in the faceoff circle in this game. Over to Riley behind the net. Going to rotate it around. Ekman Larson back up to Riley. Riley fans on the pass. Now he gets it over. Here comes Tavares right up the middle. His shot is going to be deflected high. Tavares going back at it. JT going to put this one off the boards to Tanev. Tanev, he's going to put it out of the zone, because why put it in the zone when you can pull it out of the zone? Back to McCabe. McCabe, far side of the ice, working this one in. Here comes Matthews. Going to drop it for Nylander. He shoots into the glove of Ullmark. And Ullmark with a stop. Going to hang on to that one. Some good turning around. Good work here by Tavares. Again, Matthews with a nice little stick as well. Nylander came in. He tried to go past Ullmark far side, but we've learned that Ullmark has a very good glove, and you cannot make that shot. You're not going to beat him with that shot. Will a mini hockey prop make an appearance today? Rick, I think we did bring it out earlier, but it's right here beside me. We got it right here. Giroux in to take this draw against Marner. Giroux going to win this one back. Senators are almost 60% in the faceoff circle right now. In the corner, Marner going to come out. He's going to pass this back to Tanev. Shoots, hits the side and goes behind. Waited too long. That's been kind of the Leafs' issue, is they're getting pucks. They're not shooting them right away. Up to Stützle. Stützle, he's going to bring this one up. He's got a goal. He's going to drive towards the net, going right around. He goes by Tanev. Toronto in the corner, going to pick up this loose puck. And here comes McCabe. McCabe, he's going to play it up. Back to McCabe. And that's too far for him. Jansen going to play it away. Ottawa putting it up to Stützle in the zone. Domi, a little stick lift. Stützle cutting through. Domi continues with the stick lifts. Back to Zub. Zub taking a look. Pass going to come across. Here's Shabbat. Going to move this one over to Stützle. Stützle, he's driving towards the net again. He goes down. Riley going to take it away from him. Over to Marner. Marner, he's going to reverse this one off the boards. And Riley got to turn around and go back for it. Bam, bam. Yep. Here they come. Toronto bringing it in. 4-on-4 is done. We're back to 5-on-5. Sanderson getting bumped. Lawton in here in the corner. Lorentz going to bring this one out. Lorentz turning around. Lorentz getting it back. He passes this across. Tanev going to pinch up. This worries me. He's going to play it around the corner. Lawton going in, as is Lorentz. Lorentz throwing it towards the net. Big save. Big rebound. Toronto going to play this one back. Here's Carlo sending it deep in the corner. Toronto Yarncroc rotating it down, trying to get it for both Lorentz and Lawton. They miss. Toronto going to pinch up. They put it over. Zub takes this one away. Benoit's going to back up. Zub going to spin away. Lawton coming in with a bit of a late hit. Sanderson going to bring this one up. Here's Pinto. Pinto going to put it off the boards. Back to Benoit. Benny going to play this one up. It's a race too far for Domi. And look out. The goaltender Ullmark came way out of the net to play that away from Domi. Domi almost run over him. But good job there for Max to pull up and stop. Domi getting back, trying to help out. Again in the high slot. A backhand. Ottawa turning, shooting. That's going to go wide. Pacioretty going to move this up to Domi. Back to the line. Another shot, putting this one in the corner. Tanev going to rotate this and send it out down the ice. Domi trying to pick it up. You know Domi wants to get the goal after causing the team to go down 1 when he took his bad penalty. Here comes McMahon. McMahon bringing this one in. He's going to go in the corner, get bumped. Pacioretty goes in the corner as well. Pacioretty in there with McMahon. Patch going to pull this one out to Tavares. Tavares takes a high stick, rotates it around on the far side. Back in the corner, Tavares can't get that one. Here comes Nylander flying in. Nylander tries to steal it. Tavares coming in. Nylander to the point for a one-timer, and the stick explodes. The hockey gods not with us. This coming all the way out. Turning it back around. Here comes Tavares into the zone. Tavares has it taken away. He trips up Ridley, who was that? He trips up. Who is that? Cousins. Cousins get tripped up. John Tavares is going to go to the box for tripping. So here comes Stützle, going to carry this one up the ice. They're going to chip this one in. Toronto touches it up. And John Tavares is going to go for the trip. It was a good call. I mean, a trip's a trip. You can't argue that one. A trip is a trip. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
You look at that scenario.
So JT goes to the box. Now JT got tripped up just before. Cousins put his stick into the skate of John Tavares, which is what tripped Tavares up, and then Tavares reaching for the puck trips up Cousins. So one is a call, the other not. So Toronto in the box again. Off the draw. It's a scramble coming around into the corner. Tanev digging for it. This back to the line for Sanderson. Sanderson to Stützle, playing this one down low. Ottawa does have a power play goal here tonight. Stützle playing back to the line for Sanderson. Bringing it across. Back to Sanderson. Over to Stützle. He bobbles that one. Toronto trying to get up on it. One thing that's very different in this game from the last, Toronto is not being aggressive at all on the puck carriers. This around in the corner. Batherson putting it out in front. Going to be deflected into the corner. Marner trying to dig this away from Batherson. Stützle's going to come away with it. He's going to turn. He's taking a look. Stützle still looking. Still looking. Matthew, just by chatting along, just by being here in the chat, you're earning points. This is going to be brought out. Ottawa bringing it right back in. Batherson cross ice. Here's a pass, and that's deflected. 1 minute to go in the power play. Sanderson holds it in at the line. Cousins spinning it around. Batherson can't get it. Sanderson has. He's setting it up. Down at the side, spinning around. Marner takes it away. Marner going to play it out. Where's the interference? Thank you. So as Mitch Marner chips this puck off the boards, he goes to step around the defenseman for a chance, and he gets put on his backside, and Ottawa are going to go to the box. So we're going to get 4 minutes, 40 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then Toronto will get a short power play. Holy smokes. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. Again, make sure you're hitting that subscribe. We need 13 subs tonight. 13 subscribers. If you're not already subbed up, hit that subscribe for us. Let's go. Sanderson going to the box for interference. 40 seconds, 41 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And then Toronto will get a short minute and 19-second power play. So Holmberg coming in to take the draw against Pinto. Sticks are down. Pinto's going to get waved out. So in comes Zetterlund. Now it's Zetterlund against Holmberg. Hey, Grant, welcome in, Chef. Off the draw. This coming out. In the corner, trying to bring this one through. Now this comes all the way down. Senators with it. Again, 4-on-4 hockey. 25 seconds to go. Holmberg watching his man. Long cross-ice pass. Back up to Shabbat. Shabbat coming in the slot with a shot. Great save by Stolarz. Ottawa sending this one back. Holding it in. A little drop pass comes out of the zone. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. We'll tie it up here. I hope you're right. Jensen spinning around. Long pass. Going to come up. Senators going to work this one in. Leafs on the power play. And Ottawa going to dump this one in the corner. Pinto coming in on Riley. Riley going to put it around the boards. Nylander put it out for Tavares. JT going to drop this one back. Here's Riley. Toronto getting their power play unit on. Leaving it for Marner. 58 seconds to go. Wrong way. Go that way. Here comes Marner. He's going to play it back. Thank you for those subscribes. Here comes Willie. Nylander over the line to Tavares. Tavares. He comes in. He passes it in front. It's there. Matthews, Tavares, Nylander. And it's Ullmark that comes up with the puck in his glove. all the big guns right there in front trying to shoot out the lights on a Saturday night, and they just couldn't make it happen. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Welcome to the community. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. They were there. They were there. They were digging. But that's okay. 40 seconds to go. Toronto's going to win this draw. Back to Marner. Grant, Friday was awesome. Friday was an amazing game. Tavares going to get hauled down. Toronto batting this one out of the air, playing it back. Nylander has to skate back and pick this one up. Willie taking a look. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Matthews up the middle. Matthews into the zone. He's going to carry this down low. Cycles it back for Nylander. Nylander shot. That one's going to get taken away. Nylander fighting to take it back. Nice job, Willie. Put in the corner. Nye's trying to come up with it. Sens have the puck. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Sens just going to airlift this one all the way down. Holy smokes. I hope not, Mike. I hope not. 11:50 to go.
Let's go.
There it is. Iron Man coming in. Bow, now, 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 now. Here comes Domi between the legs. Benoit tried to go back for Domi. Couldn't connect. Comes to Domi behind the net. Domi has it taken away. This is going to be played up. Domi back on those boards. Domi flying around. They're going to come cross ice. They're going to move this one out. So Matthew, that is specifically for channel members. You can play our virtual slot machines to try and earn points, but it is hard to win. Here's a shot coming across. That one goes wide. Another shot from the point, and Stolar is going to glove and hang on to that one. Now, I will tell you, one of the other big differences tonight is the Senators are not in Stolar's face. They are not knocking him around. Little quick commercial break. They are not bumping him around. They're not in his face. He's able to see these pucks, which is nice. The defense, however, is scrambling around. I wonder if it was better, for the Maple Leafs to have to deal with all that shenanigans in front of the net, because right now their defense starting to look a little lost. They are starting to look a little lost. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you're hitting those thumbs up. Keep those subscribes rolling. My name is Sam. I'm honored to have you here for Game 4 tonight. Leafs, Sens, Battle of Ontario, living up to the expectations. Again, another great game. This time it is the Ottawa Senators who have that 2-1 lead hanging in with 11:11 left to go. Now, the last game was only 3-2. It was a 1-goal difference. The game before was 3-2. Are we set for another 3-2 overtime game tonight? We're going to know in just another hour and a bit. But it's good hockey from a Senator standpoint, not so much from that Maple Leaf standpoint. A lot of giveaways. Morgan Rielly having a very, very difficult game here today. And I'll tell you why. My theory, this just proves my theory correct. What have I always said about Morgan Rielly? When Morgan Rielly, his ice time is around the middle of the pack, he plays really good hockey. When Morgan Rielly is leading all defensemen in ice time, he plays sloppy. He has a lot of giveaways. He doesn't play good hockey. Morgan Rielly right now leading all Maple Leaf defensemen, 10 minutes, 39 seconds. He's got 2 shots, 1 block. And this is where you know the statisticians, the guys entering the stats on these websites, are out to lunch. It says 0 giveaways for Morgan Rielly. 0 giveaways. I'm almost ready to start counting on my toes how many times Morgan Rielly has turned the puck over and given it away. Ekman Larson is just over 10 minutes. McCabe is about 10 minutes. So is Tanev. Carlo's at 7 minutes. Benoit is at 6. Back from commercial break. We're going to watch this ice time and how it goes along. But they got to start using some of the other D. Ottawa back in their own zone. Going to bring this one across. Stolen away. Here comes Lorentz. Download a lot into Lorentz. Oh, a 4th-line goal would have been huge. Back from Burgers, no change. Was to prove theory. Oh, David Hasselhoff. Love David Hasselhoff. This down in the corner. Thank you, Mike. All the way down. Allmark, he's going to set it up here for Sanderson. Sanderson pulling it away. 10.5 minutes to go. Little pass up to Stutzla. Stutzla in. He's driving. He's being watched. Little drop pass to Sanderson. That puck is going to go wide behind the net. Zetterlund couldn't come up with it. Maple Leafs watching. Shot going to hit the side of the net. Again, the Senators going back and forth behind the net. They're pinching up. Leafs are running around in their own zone. Matthews and Ekman-Larsson both left the corner. Neither one of them had the puck. Big miscommunication. Finally, Marner going to get this one across. Ethan, how's it going? Sens holding this one in. Down to the goal line. Wrapping around behind. Back to the point. Sanderson, cross ice. Here's Zub, a long shot. Gets knocked down in front. They're going to play it to the line. It's out. Nyes is racing for it. Nyes chipping it ahead. Nyes on a breakaway. Nyes scores! Matthew Nyes! Yeah! Matthew Nyes! Mwah! There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Nyes, a broken play, chipping it forward, chasing this one down, and Matthew Nyes puts it home. What an effort by the youngster. What a great rush. He makes a nice deke and goes bar down over top of the goaltender. Has to fight off Zub. Zub was going to take a penalty. Zub was taking a penalty, but Nyes makes a great play and just puts it up in the top of the net, and nothing is sweeter than watching the mesh do the wave at the top of the net as that puck hits it. And here come the Leafs again. They've got an adrenaline shot now. We are all tied up at twos. This coming around, Tavares in the slot has it taken away. They got to buckle down now. David, how's it going? Welcome in. Sens should just let the Leafs win. Support the Canadian team. That's outstanding, David. I love it. This coming around, back at the side. It's bouncing. It's going to hop out. There we go. There we go. Shabbat back with it. Shabbat is going to bring it around, down into the corner. There. Thank you for those subscribes. 6 more away from 150. Thank you all. Tavares battling Perron. Comes to Tanev. He plays it out. Ottawa going to bring it right back in. 8:57 to go. That's Onyx. You did. Onyx, club sandwich on me, my friend. Tavares going to flip this one in the corner. Pacioretty coming in here. Right, New York, Neil? Let's do a little pulse check. It's starting to, it's okay. It's coming back down. It's coming back down. I think the watch is broken. It's going from really high to really low. Down around behind the net. Domi going to pull this one out. Domi centering in front. Can't keep that one in. This is going to come out and down the ice. Marner picks up the assist. Another point here for Mitchell Marner. This is going to be dumped in. Marner giving chase around. Deep press. Montepallo going to chip this one in. Coming down here after it. There's a bump. Domi trying to help out. This coming all the way to the line. Out. Pinto couldn't hold the line. 7:50 to go. 7:50 to go here in period number 2. This working through. Pinto up over the line. Brandon saying it's going to be 3-2. Down in the corner. In front for Nyes. Nyes going to play this one back to Carlo. Don't give it to Carlo. He makes me so nervous. Long pass. Here comes Nyes again. Nyes bringing it in. He's spinning around. Playing this up to Marner. He shoots, and that was a shaky stop by Omar. He had to stretch for it. Matthews with a stick lift. Up to Marner. Marner bobbles that. He can't control. This going to come out. Benoit is chasing for it. Amadio up on Benoit, and that's going to be an icing call as Amadio throws Benoit to the boards at the icing. But in fairness for Amadio, he stumbled and kind of fell into Benoit. Holy smokes. Little girl Charlotte. Charlotte, hope you're doing well, Charlotte. Hope you're doing well. We'll shout you out. Welcome in. Thanks for watching along. But big shout out to Charlotte. Little Charlotte, our biggest yet littlest Leaf fan at the same time. Enjoy the game. I have high blood pressure. I try to keep my blood pressure in control. Matthew, it's tough sometimes. It's tough. Much better, Justin. Absolutely. This coming through. Holmberg gets knocked down. Nylander, a little slow play. His shot is going to be blocked. Sen's going to put it to the boards and work it up. That's exactly what you need to do. Great play by Cousins. Pass in front. Tanev going to pick this one up. He's going to roll it in the corner. Toronto needs to get a little more mustard on their passes. Very weak passes. Tavares going to hammer this one in around the boards. Nylander was looking for it. Ottawa going back the other way. Jansen is there to pick this one up. Jansen going to play it up. Lorenz has it at his feet, and it's going to come back into the defensive zone side. 7 shots for Toronto in this period, only 1 for the Ottawa Senators. Much better defensive play right now. There's a big hit. Yarncroc going to keep this one in. He's going to get blasted. He goes down. He's slow to get up. 3-on-2. They pass it through everybody. It goes in the corner for Tkachuk. Going over to Stützle. Back to the point. Montepalo to Shabbat. His shot into the glove of Stolarz. And a great battle in front between Carlo and Batherson. Luke, what's going on? Welcome in. Gerard, welcome in. They're going to commercial break as Matthew Nyes, my boy, gets it done, ties this game up at 2s. Holy smokes. I can't take this anymore. Stefan, tonight was a little pasta and meat sauce. Little curly pasta. What's the a little rotini, as I like to say, the curly noodle. Little curly noodle and some meat sauce, a little leftover from the other day. Kind of a good pre-hockey meal. Need all those carbs, you know. Feel like I'm out there with the boys. Your drink is invisible, yes. We got the little Perrier going on, a little Perrier. Lauren, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the party, the crazy, the madhouse, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to playoff hockey. I have to buzz my head at playoff time, at least pull my hair. I don't blame you. Holy smokes. This is crazy. This is crazy. They just wanted to make it interesting, right? That's what it was. They said, hey, you know what, Senators? We're going to spot you 2. We're going to spot you 2 and then see how we bounce back. Go Leafs medical staff, equipment checkers, assistant coaches, Leafs dirty dressing room. Yeah, oh yeah. A ninja. Those guys, the behind-the-scenes staff are amazing. Yeah, Kathy, I love the Perrier. I go through Perrier like it's crazy. We order by the case from Costco, and I love it. You know, I'm trying to stop drinking pop, and so the bubbles in the Perrier help me. So I really like it. Like a handicap in golf. Exactly. Thank you, Patoli. I appreciate it. I feel bad for the Sens if they get eliminated by an OT loss. Oh, retro. That would be heartbreak. I don't want to go through overtime. I don't want to. You just ordered some Pepto. There you go. Let's just finish it in regular. I don't want to go to OT. Love the Soda Stream. Yes. Chris, I got this, or Kathy, I got the Soda Stream as well. And Yarncroc has gone to the dressing room. I haven't used the Soda Stream in a long time, but it is delish. So we talked about how Yarncroc got blasted there and was slow to get up. He has now gone to the dressing room. Free, going water and coffee. How do you take your coffee? Banking, how's it going? You're able to cut down on 1 cup a day. Nice. William, how's it going? Are you two related, or is it just coincidence? Is it a coinkydink? This is going to be played up. Here comes Greg. Greg throwing this one in. Hits the side of the net. Toronto going to pick this one up. I'm not a coffee person at all. I will drink tea all day long. Nylander bringing this one in. Nylander carrying it to the high slot. Nylander sending it to the line. Here they come again. They put it in front. 1 too many passes. Shoot that puck. Shoot that puck. A double-double. There you go. There you go. A little double-double. Here they come across. Holmberg trying to go for the wraparound. There it is. A little double-double for you. One of our hidden emojis or graphics. Monty, what's going on? This coming across down at the side of the net. Me, I'm just a little tea and honey. That's it. Little orange pico with some honey is great for me. I also like some jasmine tea. The little, you drop them in and they open like a flower in the tea. Those are quite nice. Down in the Ottawa zone, going to put it around 4:24 to go. We're all tied at 2s. All tied at 2s. Code's hitting that follow. Thank you very much. Here come the Sens. Right back in, driving it to the front of the net. Stolar is going to scoop this into the corner. Benoit was off balance. He had to regain his balance. Can't get it. Pacioretty is standing there waiting for the puck to come to him. Pacioretty. Now he's going to move this one up, and it's going to be Bobby Mack going in the corner. McMack jamming in here. I've not tried apple cinnamon tea. Cousins going to work it up for the Senators. 3:50 to go. This is moving. Dolores, how's it going? Welcome in. Down around in the corner. It's going to go up and out of play. Oof. There it is. Thank you, Onyx. And yeah, if you want to follow us on all of our social media, there's a link on our website to our social page. You can follow us along on all the social media sites. Oh my gosh. What a hockey game. What a hockey game. This is crazy. Yeah, it's the best. Carrington, how's it going? Welcome in. A little orange pico, a little bit of honey. So good. What honey do we use, by the way? From bees. From bees. This is a high school student here. Super intelligent. What kind of honey do we use? From bees. Go figure. I thought it was from the cows. Holy smokes. Education for you. All right. You don't know what kind of Billy Bee? Billy Bee. Billy Bee honey is what we use, and it is actually quite lovely. Better than from wasps. That's true. That is true. Listen, sometimes the easy questions get the easy answers, right? That's what it's all about. What kind of bees make milk? Oh, Onyx, I can't say that. Oh, that's funny. You almost had me there too. I almost did say it. Much better period. Much better period. For those playing along the home game, the pulse has come way down. So one of two things has happened. Either my watch is broken or the Leafs are playing better, because my pulse is never that low. Oh, there we go. No, it's back high. The watch just had to recycle. There we go. Oh, love it. Kathy, I will take your word for it. I'm doing great, Carrington. Good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well as well. It's been hockey day here, and it has been absolutely amazing. Andrew, I love the Bee Movie. The Bee Movie was so good. Jerry Seinfeld did an excellent job with that. Little Barry Bee. All right, back from commercial break. Let's do it. 27 shot attempts for the Maple Leafs, 36 shot attempts for the Senators. Off the draw, this down in the corner, 3:39 to go. Sens holding it in. Yarncroc back on the ice. That's a good sign. He's going to flip this one down. It was behind Lorentz. Sanderson goes in the corner trying to play it around. Yarncroc going to pick this one up. He's fighting for it. Lawton is there as well. Still fighting at the side, trying to bring this one out. And there we go. Stützle bringing it out. Lorentz up on him. McCabe is going back in the corner. He's going to bring this one around.
Let's go.
Picked up here by Tanev. David coming in for that subscribe, and there it is. 150. David C., thank you for hitting our mini milestone here tonight. Now let's go for the likes. We need 9 likes, 9 thumbs up for 200. It's completely free to tap that button. Back to the line. Sens going to keep this one in. The cameraman didn't know where the puck went. And a long pass is going to bounce off the boards. That's going to be an icing call for Toronto. So I'm actually going to bring... can you come here for a second? I want to ask you a question. Yeah, I want to ask you a hockey question. I want to ask you a hockey question on stream. So I got to bring. Okay, not on stream. You can stand over. Well, okay. So he's over here. Hope you got to speak loud enough so they can hear you. When somebody passes you the puck around the boards or whatever it is, are you supposed to go towards the puck, or are you supposed to stand there and wait for the puck to come to you? What is the answer from a Bantam player? Go towards it. Congratulations. Can you text Pacioretty and tell him he needs to move to the puck? My goodness. Pacioretty waiting for the puck to come to him. Nick Robertson wouldn't do that. This coming around down in the commercial. Trying to pick this one up. Sen's going to get it out. Carlo putting it across to Riley. Hits the red line. Dumps this one in. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Here comes Greg. Greg gonna flip this one. Thought he was gonna say bees. That's funny. This gonna play around. Marner in the corner. Pinto takes it away. Pinto putting it out front. Stolen by Matthews. Matthews over to Nyes. He wasn't expecting that. He's gonna give it to Riley. Riley gonna take a long shot. Allmark gonna glove it. Gonna play it behind the net. Under 2 minutes to go. Here they come. Holmberg gets knocked down. Puck is there. Nylander trying to get up on Pinto. He's gonna carry it up. 3-on-2. Sens. Well, no, now it's a 2-on-2 as the third one decided to go to the bench. Don't wait for the ball, bro. It's soccer, right? Nylander going to chip this one out down the ice. Zub going back for it. No icing call. Zub was kind of slow playing that to the corner, waiting for the referee to wave it off or call the icing. Benoit, he's going to play this one up. Toronto tips it. Not in deep. It comes out. Lawton brings it right back in. It's an offside as Nylander was going to the bench. Batherson and Lawton come together, and then another Ottawa player kind of flew in the frame to throw a little bump on Lawton and then pulled away. So Lawton trying to get under the skin of the Senators, doing a nice job there. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang. Let's go, Leafs. His uncle play. Kathy, your uncle played in the OHL? That's awesome. So Yarncroc having a conversation with Lawrence here. They're going to get things set to go.
That's been a really reliable line for Craig Berube. You can tell the confidence he has.
Let's go. Let's drop this puck.
It's interesting because he was in 3 or 4 other spots, but this is the one that looks like they're going to stick
Off the
with.
draw, Leafs going to win this one back. 1:15 in the period. Tanev flipping this one up down in the corner. Shabbat cycling it through. Leafs pinching up on it. Again, the Sens, only one shot in this period. Here comes the forecheck. They're doing a great job. Lawton dancing around. He's going to cover them as they start to move it up. 54 seconds to go. Kitchener and Detroit. No, cool. There's the antedated 3. Oh my goodness, Slushy. Here they come again. Tanev, a little flipping up. Gonna get this down. Shabbat gonna bring this one in. Here comes Stützle. Stützle spinning away from Yarncroc. Stützle trying to move. Yarncroc knocked it to the line. Not out. This backer, and Sam, I don't know if you don't get to become a commentator. You know what, Stefan, I appreciate that, but I wouldn't do it without all of you. Here's Tanev. Tanev curling around. 14 seconds to go. Slowing this one down. Tanev hanging on to it. This is going to be played up. 4, 3, 2, sound the alarm. There it is. The buzzer's going to go. This period is in the books. Thank goodness. Let's go talk about it. All right. Bringing up the stats. We'll get this going. Boom. And we're going to bring in a special guest in just a moment. Let me turn this one down. 18 shots for the Maple Leafs, 11 here for the Senators, 22 hits for Ottawa, 17 for Toronto, 18-15 the faceoffs. Toronto has the lead there. They are 0 for 2 on the power play. Ottawa is 1 for 2. 7 giveaways for Toronto, 6 for the Senators. We already know those numbers are bogus. 3-3 the takeaways, 17 block shots now for Toronto, 6 for the Sens. All right, let's bring in our guest. Maybe there she is, Dallas hockey girl. What's going on? What a game.
Seriously, this is what Saturday night Canadian hockey is all about.
This is Yemi. How's it going? Welcome, and maybe they can go back in time and ask Nikola Borshevsky. Wouldn't that be nice? Borshevsky. He was awesome. I was a huge Borshevsky fan. Oh,
hey, Wilma.
Gosh. All right. So Dallas, crazy game, back and forth.
Love it.
This is Battle of Ontario. This is what to expect.
At its finest, and the only thing that might top it, the Battle of Alberta. It goes back and forth. Sometimes the Battle of Alberta is number one. Sometimes it's the Battle of Ontario. It goes back and forth.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Matthew.
It is absolutely crazy. And I don't know, Dallas, if you were here at the very beginning, did you have a chance? Did you hear our opening track, our new tune for this song?
I did miss the opening song because I was tied up right at the beginning. I will go back and listen to that.
No. I'm
But
going to play it right now. I know a lot of folks,
oh, perfect.
were not here. A
Perfect.
lot of folks didn't hear this
Cheers.
opening track. Special K, thank you so much for
Hang
that.
on.
I appreciate it. We're gonna rock out. I gotta find it on the list here.
Hi, Veggies. Matthew, this is Team Canada. What is it? Team Canada.
Oh.
Team Canada all the way.
This is weird. It seems
Oh, that's
to have...
true, Stephen. The Battle of Quebec, when there was 2 teams in Quebec. No,
right.
Matthew, it's just hot water, honey, and lemon.
I gotta drag this back in because somehow it got removed. But there we go. So here it is, the intermission debut.
Oh, God, Dan. Hey, Prep.
Give it a quick listen, and then I want to get your feedback on it. Here it is, the song for Game 4, Battle of Ontario.
Hit me. Hi, Ethan.
Maple Leafs, Senators, let's go! Blue and white, we're born to rise. Scarlet dreams burning in their eyes. Toronto's pride, Ottawa's flame. One ice, one heart, one name to claim. From the face-off to the final horn, this is the moment champions are born. Sweat and tears, we make our stand for the love of the badge on the sweater, man. Blades of glory, skating through the fight. Maple Leafs fly, Senators ignite. Sam Wells calling every night. Battle of Ontario, hold on tight. Blades of glory tonight. Check hard, light the lamp, break the line. Crowd shake the rafters, the stars align. Game 4 madness, legends collide. Only one can claim the pride. The past is heavy, but the future's bright. Blue and red under the spotlight, light. 2 cities, one frozen war. History knocking at the door. Blades of glory, skating through the fight. Maple Leafs fly, Senators ignite. Sam Wills calling every night. Battle of Ontario, hold on tight. Whoa, blades of glory tonight. Raise your voices, raise your
Pretty sick,
flags.
right?
Every heartbeat, every slap. This is more than just a game. It's blood, it's soul, it's our name. Maple Leafs, Senators, let's go! Raise your voices, raise your flags. Every heartbeat, every slap. This is more than just a game. It's blood, it's soul, it's our name. The blades of glory, skating through the fight. Maple Leafs fly, Senators ignite. Sam Weld's voice lights up the night. Battle of Ontario shining bright. Whoa, blades of glory tonight. Battle of Ontario. Blades of glory tonight.
Oh, so sick. I love it. I
Cool.
love it so much.
I love those lyrics.
You know, the things
Blades
you
of
can
Glory,
do,
love that.
things you can do. Hey, Patrick, that's okay, man. You must be a Sens fan, but you're still welcome here. It was awesome. The things you can do with technology today is absolutely incredible. We love
yeah.
it. We love it. And man, it was absolutely so cool. So
Just one question, Sam. Was Celine out of our budget? We couldn't get
Celine was out of the budget. Yes, indeed. When I hear Blades of Glory, I think of Oh, first of all, Prep, love that movie, but I was thinking Blades of Glory, more like the old NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. It's all good,
Oh
Patrick.
yeah,
It's all good. But we love it. Listen, this
that's right,
afternoon,
Swedish Rob.
or this morning, I should say, when we got up, I was so fired up. When I got up, all I kept thinking about was today's game. And, as hockey fans, whether it's the NHL, whether it's the Olympics, whether it's anything, it is absolutely amazing. Vi, I can't give away my sources. I know it was not paid for. It was not paid for. We'll tell you that much. But Celine was busy. Stompin' Tom couldn't get the rights. And Blades of Steel, man, that was the game back in the day. Blades of Steel for me, I'd play all day long.
And Shania's on tour. Like
Shania's on tour. Shania actually reached out, and I had to turn her down. I said, "Sorry, Shania, it's not my style." Speaking
Sam
of,
didn't want country.
Yeah, we'll get back on hockey in a second. But Katy Perry just kicked off her new tour, and I don't know if you've seen any clips on social media.
Was it from outer space?
It is not looking good. Now, I saw Katy Perry a number of years ago, and it was I saw the Prism tour, and it was phenomenal. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
But talking about how bad the Leafs were playing in the first, talking about how bad the Panthers played earlier today, it is looking really bad. Like rip off of a Pink concert where she's on a harness flying through the air. There was like this weird Star Wars moment where she had a Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber and was trying to do some weird things. I don't know, Katy Perry, it was a miss. But since we're talking artists, I had to shout it out.
Do we not just go to a concert and hear people sing anymore? If you went to a Dolly Parton concert, I mean, she's gonna have her band. She's gonna shout to you. There's no special effects. There's no lights. You get Dolly and a guitar.
Like, yeah, seriously. And we had Metallica was just in Toronto. We had a lot of folks who were at Metallica the last couple of days who said it was really, really good. I haven't seen any clips, but can we
say a prayer for
they just play.
Can we say a prayer for the people getting through the traffic at the Metallica concert?
Yeah, no kidding. Bryan Adams is about to go on his tour. Bryan Adams isn't going to be dressed in neon lights and, swinging from the rafters.
No.
So it's going to be crazy.
Nope.
That song.
We were looking. Andre Bocelli is coming to Hamilton in December. So Sam, can you spot me $500-600 for a ticket?
Yeah,
kidding.
Can
I borrow concert tickets, man? Like, it's just talk about break your piggy bank.
Yeah,
man.
Hey Vi, that's why music is subjective, man. I love it. If it's not your cup of tea, that's okay. I absolutely love it. But yeah, cool ticket prices are insane. Bocelli, I mean, that's a show to see. I mean, he is spectacular.
Oh yeah, and it's at Christmas time. It's in December. But I mean, you look at the tickets for the game, tickets for a concert. And then you add, just a drink and a hot dog.
That's
a lot.
Nuts.
And I'm coming. For our hockey friends who don't know, I live 3 hours from Toronto, so the concerts end late. You usually stay overnight. The hotel prices when Taylor Swift came to town, they jacked them up to $1,500 a night.
It was crazy.
It's insane.
All right, so we have a question here. What do you think of Pacioretty? What do you think of Pacioretty? So I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. Our third line for half the season was clicking. They were moving, right? Robertson, Domi, and Holmberg.
That'd be a good concert, Matthew.
Really were just going, right? They were on fire. And you pull Robertson out of the lineup, and I understand he's a little bit of an issue on the defensive end at times, but he hasn't been that bad. You put Pacioretty in. Yes, he came in. He threw a lot of hits in the last game. His returning game. Tonight, if we take a look, let me find Pacioretty here. Pacioretty only has 2 hits. Well, guess what? Nick Robertson would throw 2 hits in a game. He'd have 2 to 4 hits. I think Nick Robertson needs back in. Pacioretty is not doing what we needed him to do.
Nope.
So,
nope, he's not. He's not.
It's
the playoffs. It's a different ball of wax.
Playoffs
is a different ball of wax.
They really need to get going. William, you went to high school with Shania Twain? No way. That's wild. That's cool.
Wow. That would have been cool. before she was Shania. Did she go by Shania or Eileen? You have to tell us. Okay, can we talk about the bench brawl? I like nothing better than going to a hockey fight and see a game break out. The
I,
only thing I was missing was seeing the two goalies come across the ice and get into it. But we had enough goalie issues last night.
yeah, that
So.
was crazy. Brandon, what's going on? I was going to ask you about that because we haven't seen a full out brawl. And again, to be clear, it wasn't really a full out brawl, but both benches were emptied because it was the end of the period.
Pretty close.
And everybody came
as close
together.
As you can get.
But there were a handful of kind of sparring matches going on. What did you think about Wilson and Anderson kind of on the bench fighting their way across it?
The poor referee in the middle.
That was pretty funny. He got pinched off pretty good.
He was stuck between them and they didn't even care. Oh my God. Like the poor guy. Like, yeah.
That was wild.
That's as funny as Ty Domi and beating up the fan in the penalty box. Like you can't do anything but laugh.
Yeah, and the fact that they only got $5,000 fines is nuts.
That's lunch money. That's lunch money for those guys. Peanuts.
Yeah,
peanuts.
And, Scott,
it's a lot
that's
of
a
money
great
for us
question.
real people, but
yeah, Scott, that's a great question. Brady did kind of fade away. He kind of did disappear there. You wish you went to high school with Sam Welby. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I had a good time in high school. Listen, admittedly, I was not the best student in the world. I was not the best student. But I had a band in high school, so we got to play some shows at the school. Spent some time playing football at lunch. Loved those moments. Of course, my favorite all time. See, we used to have Olive Garden here, and it's been gone a long time. And once we were old enough, and in our friend group, our friend circle started getting their license, we were able to go out all you can eat soup, salad, and breadsticks at lunch. Oh, so nothing beats lunch like the Olive Garden back then. Now it's terrible. Now I've had so many bad experiences in the last 2 years at Olive Gardens when I visited. I will not step foot inside an Olive Garden again. You're welcome, Olive Garden.
My high school is actually this summer is doing I think they're calling it an all decades reunion. So it's not just for a certain year. So it's the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. So and all the years, and they've got a pub crawl, a car show, a dance, a big breakfast on Sunday. They've got a bunch of events planned. They're still ironing out all the details because it's in June, July, sometime this summer.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, oh, good Lord, I'm up there enough to have a high school reunion. How old am I? Jeez.
So Dallas, let me ask you, because we got 2 minutes left here. Obviously, Leafs failed to show up in the first period. They showed up here in the second period. They were able to get this one back. Matthew Nyes getting the goal from Mitch Marner. Is there enough? Are you seeing enough? Because you're pretty good at your predictions. Are you seeing enough to think the Leafs can close it out tonight? Or are the Senators going to go ahead here in the third and kind of shut the door down?
I think it can go either way. I think if they have a good meeting in the dressing room and get their heads together, I think they can pull it together, score another goal in the third, and do the sweep. And I think a sweep would boost the Leafs' confidence for the next round. But it's not over yet. That's why you play, like you said, the series is 7 games. The Senators could pull it out and they could do a third goal, and then we're doing game 5, which is okay. The Senators are allowed to win one, just one.
That's okay. Rick, that is outstanding. That is really funny. And you're right. The Leafs did take that game over. The Leafs did take that game over. They were playing really, really, really good hockey. They only gave up 1 shot. Senators had 1 shot in that period. Leafs had 9. They had 9 in the first, 9 in the second. They're now up 18-11. The Leafs have regained the lead in the faceoff circle. Senators had the lead at about 55%. It's now flipped. Toronto, 54.5%. So they've taken that lead. That is really, really good. Ottawa is out hitting Toronto now. Toronto out hit Ottawa before. Now the Sens are out hitting, but the Leafs found their game. They found the game in that second period. I like how they played. I like how they kept driving to the net. If they can play that way in the third, they will take this one home.
Quick question before we got a wrap, Sam. So we're under a year to the Olympics. Do you have any, with how the teams are playing in the playoffs, do you think there's anybody changing your mind about who should go or not go to the Olympics on any team, not just Team Canada?
So I'd like to see some of these young kids who didn't get a chance to go. Dramatic. I haven't had much, to be honest with you. I haven't had much.
I eat Jamaican food in Jamaica. It was great. The jerk chicken was great.
But you know, there are a lot of young kids like Celebrini, like Bedard, and there's young kids for all countries that never got a chance to play in the Four Nations or didn't get a chance to play at the last Olympics because they're obviously too young. So I'd like to see some of these young kids get an opportunity on the big stage to come in and play. I think it would be awesome. All right, Dallas. The clock has struck 0. It's time for the third period. I'm not going to ask you for a score prediction because you're right. This is a tough one. But thanks for coming on. Enjoy the third period and let's see what can happen.
Matthews is going to score.
Matthews is going to score. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Dallas, thank you.
If I say it out loud, it happens.
There you go. All
Have
right.
a good game, everybody.
There's Dallas coming in, talking some hockey, some music, some food, all kinds of things. Thank you, Dallas. We appreciate it. We are getting set. And as the period is about to start, Prep is dropping 5 gifted members. Congratulations, members. There we go. Some gifted memberships coming in. Thank you so much, Prep. And congratulations to everybody who has received a membership. Here we go. Off the draw. Period number 3 is underway. Let's play some hockey. This down in the corner. Toronto going to play this one around. Leafs, they need a hot start here. Again, congrats everyone picking up those gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Prep. If you want a chance to win a gifted membership, make sure you are subscribed and that your gifting is turned on to allow gifts. Down in the corner, here come the Sens. Sens going to bring this one out. Toronto going to race back to chip this one ahead. And here are the Leafs. Riley setting it up. Dallas says Matthews needs to score. Let's see it. Nylander is going to wind up curling in front of his own net. Here's a little backhanded pass. Brady going to knock it down. Holmberg up on him, kind of stalls it. Going to come to the middle of the ice. Tavares going to back this one up. Long pass back to Tavares. Tavares, he's going to skate this one in. Everyone's standing still. Tavares going to carry it. Tavares driving in front of the net. That comes back. Holmberg and Tavares get taken down. Nylander throws a hit along the sideboards. Here comes Cousins, bringing it in, 3-on-2, a little toe drag coming across, hits the skate, rolls up on Stellars, and Stellars going to freeze that one and hang on to it. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Much appreciated. Welcome to our community. If you've never been in our chat before, make sure you hop in and say hello. If you're watching on a television, thank you for having us on the big screen. Thanks for tuning in.
Another chance where you look at transition there.
The cult of personality playing in the background. Little CM Punk tunage. Amazing. You got Rick's taking Domi for the win. You know, again, after Domi takes that penalty, he wants revenge. Leafs win another draw. Ekman Larson going to flip this one up and all the way down the ice. Glenn coming in with a gifted membership. Glenn, thank you so much. And James, there you go. Congrats. Congrats, James. You have been awarded a gifted membership. Thank you so much, Glenn. Bill, welcome back in. Brandon's calling Brady to win it in OT. Lori, hello there, welcome in. Stick taps, get those stick taps in for all the gifted memberships. Thank you both. Off the draw, Sens winning it back. Shabbat, he's going to put this one in the corner. Going to bounce in front. Senators putting that one over the net. Behind the net, Lawton digging it out. Benny's going in the corner. Benoit carries this one up. Simone putting this one over to Lawton. Lawton dumping it in. Here comes Lorentz trying to cut it off, but Chabot plays it around to the far side. Back on the far side, Zetterlund misses it. McCabe has it hop over his stick, so he's going to chop it this one. Long pass. Grant. Here's Marner. Marner going to bring it up over the line. Marner, nice pass over to Matthews. He puts it off his stick in the corner. Matthews racing in. Here comes Nyes. Gets it back to Matthews, around to Marner. Marner, he's taking a look. To Matthews with a shot knocked down, and the rebound was there for Nyes, but they clear it out real quick. And this coming all the way down the ice. Holy smokes, an icing call against Ottawa. So this is coming all the way back. So a good start. Good pace. They're not running around. They're not scrambling. They're making smart passes. Like to see that. Like to see that a lot. Grant, never grow up. That's what I always say. Sends off the draw. Around the net to Greg. He gets sandwiched from Pacioretty and McMahon. Toronto, Carlo going to put this one over to Morgan Riley. Riley going to pass this one up. Pacioretty dumping it in around behind the goaltender. Chabot spinning around. Pacioretty slow to get up on him. Jansen playing it up, and Pat is going to hit him. Here comes Perron bringing it in. A little toe drag. Lost the handle. Rebound. He passed it to himself, and a shot went wide. Carlo goes down in the corner. Taken away by Patch. He's going to flip this one on the far side for McMahon. McMahon goes in here after it. He's going to get put into the boards. This going around behind the net. Ottawa setting it up. Long pass down to the Leaf zone. So a lot of back and forth action right now. Here's Tavares. Tavares going to spin around from a hit. Benoit takes it away. Now he turns it over, but Tavares is there to pick it up. He tries to hit Holmberg. It was too far. And the Senators going to back it up in their own zone. They're going to look to move this one ahead. Ottawa over the red line. Clavin lost the handle, and it's going to hop up and into the Maple Leaf bench. Wow, 16:26 to go. We're all tied up. No, Matthew, I finished my Gatorade earlier on. Now just down to the water. So Ridley Gregg is frustrated. He's slamming his stick into the edge of the boards on the bench. So Greg throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum. Hey, Chuck, welcome in. Face off at center ice. Fourth line on here for the Maple Leafs. Sens going to win this one. They're going to dump it in. Montepallo ripping it around the boards. Tanev going to pick it up, giving it over to Lawton. Lawton playing this one up to the sideboards there. They couldn't move it over. Tanev going to cycle this one back. Little trip up. Lawton going to move this one to Lorentz. It's bobbled. Here's a shot. Comes out in front. Ottawa has it. They couldn't pull the trigger. Matthew, I'm not a huge fan of flavored water unless it's clearly Canadian. I love me some clearly Canadian. Some raspberry, cherry, pretty good. Leafs going to chip this one out. That's going to be an icing call against Toronto. So this is coming all the way back to the Maple Leafs side of the ice. Just about, well, a little over 4 minutes gone in this third period. I loved clearly Canadian water back in the day, and it recently made a comeback, so it's been nice to take a look. Rum flavored. Yeah, we do have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, so make sure to join both of those.
Just jumped the gun a little bit there.
Too clean a face off.
Yeah, that was the
So we're going to do this one again.
It wasn't anybody's fault. He blamed himself.
Lawton in to take this draw against Giroux. Off the draw, they're putting this around. Yeah, you know, Stefan, I used to love my SodaStream, and then it was one of those things where, yeah, I just kind of stopped using it. I didn't realize the bottles also expire. This can be flipped up and down the ice. Senators going to settle it down. Sanderson with Yarncroc chasing. Going to play this one back over to Zub. Zub working it up. Senators in the Leaf zone. This is going to be flipped down around in the corner. Sens behind the net. It's Giroux playing it out in front. That's a misfire. Back to the line. Here's a blast. That goes wide. Yeah, Stefan, if you look on the bottom of the bottles, around somewhere on the bottom, it has an expiry date. I didn't know that either. Free. Me as well. This coming around at the side. Marner has it. He can't work it out. Riley going to put it around to the other side. Carlo going in here after it. Charlie, it's a pretty close game. The Maple Leafs had dominated that second period, so it's so tough to predict right now. Busy water. No, Matthew, I haven't tried that. Here come the Senators bringing it in with speed. Nice play by Benoit up on Stutzla. Matthews comes in. Nyes bobbles the puck. Zetterlund going to keep this one and going around behind. Riley going to pinch up. He can't get it. Michael, that is outstanding. Ottawa Cousins bringing this one in. He has it knocked off his stick. Still in the corner. Toronto having trouble. Ottawa running around their own zone. This is exactly what we said they could not let happen. They didn't let this happen in the last period. Marner coming in to take it away, playing it to the front of the net for Benoit. Benoit getting it to the line, but not out. Sens keeping it in. Long shot going wide. Toronto slashing at it, getting it to the line again. Jansen putting it across. Here's a shot by Chabot. That one is knocked down. And finally, Toronto picks it up. Nyes is going to carry it, puts it off the boards and gets this down. A tough shift. They're going to switch it up. Ekman Larson behind the net. Going to flip this one around the boards. This is going to come out. Curl. That's going to hit the goaltender. No icing call. Holy smokes. 2-2 yet again. Here we are with 13:15 to go in period number 3. Senators going to send this one all the way down the ice. There's some interference by Tavares. Not called. Letting it go. Bringing this one back out. Toronto going in after the puck. Can't get it. Tavares. He's getting worked over. He sends this one across. Walking in. Holmberg going towards the net. Carlo taking this one deep in the corner. Now he's going to retreat. Holmberg tried to go back to Carlo, but Carlo had already pulled away. And the Sens going to get this one out. McCabe going to play this one in. Here comes Willie. Willie driving in. Willie cutting towards the middle. Shooting. Holmberg bobbling it. Holmberg gets flattened. Huge hit. He gets run over. Senators coming back the other way. Here they come. Breakaway. Turning the corner. Backhand. Great save. Rebound to the point. A shot. They score. A huge hit at one side of the ice. The Senators bring it back down in a nice little passing play. They put this one in an open net as Stolarz was down on the other side. David Perron is going to fire up this crowd by tipping this one home. Nylander coming in on one side. He made a great shot. The save was there. Holmberg was bobbling it, and Brady Tkachuk absolutely runs over Holmberg. Flattens him. The Senators come the other way, and then Perron goes around Tanev. The shot is made. Stolarz bites early, and the long pass comes to the side of the net, and it's a tip-in play for David Perron. I don't know why Stolarz went down at the top. Don't know why he went down, but the Senators have a 3-2 lead with 12 and a half minutes to go. Zubin Gaudet picking up the assists. This bringing it right back. Toronto fighting. Here come the Sens again. The crowd is back into this one. Here's Benoit going to steal it away. Playing it over to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson putting this cross ice. Off of Domi's skate. He dives to get it to McMahon. Domi bringing it in, but they call it on the offside. Domi dive. He tipped it up to McMahon, but McMahon did not have control when he crossed the line. They're going to go to commercial break. 11:56 to go. Oh boy, this game is getting interesting. It is getting interesting. Toronto, they got to buckle down. They've been playing a decent period. But right now, 4 shots for the Senators, only 1 for the Maple Leafs. There's still time. There's still time. Toronto can bring this one back. They can absolutely do it. They absolutely can do this. We just got to believe. Just got to believe. And right now, you know, at commercial break, they're having a conversation. They're settling themselves down. They're settling themselves down. They're regrouping. It's just one goal. We got just under 12 minutes to go. Lots of time left. You got to move the puck. You got to get some shots. All you got to do is move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Let's move it. Let's get it going. That's right. Don't stop. I'm not going to sing. I'm not singing that song. But we can do it. We can do it. Mike. Holy smokes. So funny. So funny. Morgan, what's going on? Welcome in. Leafs can't believe it either. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was a tough one. But if you're going to put yourself in before the puck, you have to have control of that puck. Bobby McMahon did not, which is why it was called on the offside. This is playoff hockey. Either way, if the Sens win tonight, the Leafs can close it out at home. Exactly, Justin. Exactly. I sing and I can't hit those. Kathy, you and me both. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Coming back from commercial break. We're here all playoffs long. What up, JDA? We're here all playoffs long. So if you like our style of coverage, hit that subscribe. Make sure you come back and join us for more hockey. Rick, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. This going to come out, Toronto. Going to put it over to Lorentz. Lorentz going to bring this one up. Here's the shot. That one's going to go high. Yarncroc couldn't get that rebound, and the Sens going to put it off the boards. Lawton going to keep it in. Lorentz making a nice move. Brady with a high hit on Lorentz, down on one knee. He still puts it in the corner. Lawton going in here after it. Lawton and Yarncroc battling in the corner. Lorentz coming to the front of the net. Here's Lawton sending it through the crease. Back to the point. McCabe going to give it over. Carlo to Riley. Back to Carlo. Carlo, his shot is going to get blocked. Yarncroc fighting to try and tie this one up. Broken stick there from the Senators. Tkachuk and Stützle battling for it. Lawton going to pull it out to Lorentz, and Lorentz couldn't control it. Giroux takes it away, and here come the Sens. The Leafs are slowly going to the bench. Riley coming back. They've stopped skating here. They got to get their feet moving. Here's a long pass all the way down the ice. Matthew Nyes, he's going to get pushed up against the boards, trying to get it out for Marner, and the Senators again going to clear this one out. 10:40 to go. Long pass, Toronto bringing it in, and another offside call. Another offside call. Just got to get it going. They just got to press. They're doing it, and doing it well. So we'll take this. They need to get that pressure going. They need to start getting some shots. Zub has Matthew Nyes all tied up in a scissors hold there. No call. And again, this was another goal. We saw this the other night where Ovechkin came off the bench and nobody picked up Ovechkin. Zub came off the bench, nobody picked up Zub, and he was able to make a nice pass to set up that goal. Leafs going to flip this one down in the corner. McMahon in here. Tavares, he's trying to grab this one. And again, Batherson going to come away with it. Batherson flipping this one down the ice. Benoit takes a stick in the face. They're still playing along. Tavares coming back to take it away. JT going to pass this one over. Nylander setting it up. Willie, long pass. That's going to miss everybody, but Allmark is out to play it. Going to play it around the corner. Toronto trying to keep it in. They can't. And this is Benoit Tanev over to McCabe. McCabe, he's going to hammer this one in. Allmark again stopping it behind the net. Under 10 minutes to go. Under 10 minutes to go. Matthews trying to draw this one back. He does. He gets it to Marner. Marner spinning around. Marner gets trapped. McCabe, move your feet. The Leafs are too busy waiting for the puck to come to them. They are not skating. Matthews going to steal it away. Matthews bringing this one in. He's going to drop it. Marner has it taken away from him. Here comes Ridley Gregg. He stops. Plays this one over. They're coming right up. A drop pass. Matthews, finally you're skating. Now Matthews, look out. Oh my goodness. He's going to play this up. Get off the ice if you're tired. Riley, he's going to put it to Holmberg. Holmberg, nice move, cutting in the middle. Holmberg, a little stick lift, can't control it. He's trying to fight this one back, and Perron takes it away from him. Holmberg gets thrown to the ice. Domi with one hand chips it in. Here's Riley with a sharp angle shot, and that's into the glove of Allmark with a nice stop. Tyler, how's it going? Welcome in. Holy smokes, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth they go. This is wild. They're going to commercial break. This is just absolutely bonkers. Leafs need to start getting more pucks towards the net. Right now, that is where they are struggling. That is where they are struggling. We need you to put on your melon helmet. The helmet hasn't been good luck. Lots of Leaf bots here. No bots here, Caden. No bots here. This is organic, real people. Killing me. Even when it's a long, yeah. Oh, Dan, it's a long climb. That's for sure. Listen, Toronto is the only team up 3-0. They're the only team up 3-0. Every other team, every other series is 2-1 right now. Can Robertson suit up really quick? Throw on a Pacioretty jersey, right, Tristan? They'll never believe, because Robertson and Pacioretty are the same size, so they would never know. They would never know. Holy smokes. Oh, goodness. This is tough. This is tough to watch. The Leafs, they still have a chance. We still got time. Senators fans are trying to hold things on. They want to get that insurance. Yeah, listen. And Krista, they didn't blow it. They didn't blow it. St. Louis just had a phenomenal hockey game. Just like tonight. The Leafs aren't blowing it tonight. Ottawa is playing a good game. Toronto is not playing a good game, but they didn't blow it. Senators are capitalizing on Toronto mistakes and doing a nice job. So we will see if things can turn around.
Drive them to get better.
All right, here we go. If you're just coming in, welcome in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Let's go. Randy, how's it going? AMC 3PO. There we go. Off the draw. 8:56 to go. We're just under 9 minutes. This in the corner. Toronto battling for it. Tavares putting it over. Here's a backhander by McMahon. That goes wide. McMahon again picking it up. He goes around behind the net with the wraparound. Tavares in front with another shot. And a nice save there in Stützle, grabbing Tavares around the neck. So Stützle grabs Tavares around the neck, pulls him away. Holy smokes. But they're getting close. They're getting close. A nice backhand there by McMahon. Follows it up with the wraparound attempt. Tavares is right there. He gets a shot at it. In Stützle with the arm around the throat. Don't like that. I'd rather you use your stick to move the guy. I don't like seeing anybody grabbed around the throat. Thank you, Randy. That was a crazy game yesterday. That was a lot of fun. All right, face off in the Ottawa zone. Sens going to win this one. Back around behind the net. Long pass up to the neutral zone. Brady going to put this one in the Leaf zone. Right now, Sens are probably going to play a dump and chase game. Brady going to put Tanev into the boards. McCabe and Tanev up on Brady, trying to hold it along the boards. Now it's going to come free. Back to Jansen. Jansen, along. Toronto going to work it up. That puck is stolen again. McCabe with a bad pass. Leafs are standing still again. Here's a breakout pass. Nylander throwing it towards the net. That didn't miss by much. But again, he's standing still. Benoit with a huge hit. Benny throwing a huge hit, and there Holmberg gets taken down with Stützle sticking between his legs. No call. Ekman Larson bringing it around. Benoit back with this one. He's going to try and play it up. Turns it over to Perron. Perron still digging. Toronto going to get this one free to Pacioretty. He's going to flip this one up. You got to move your feet. You got to move the feet. Matthew, there's a... Hang on, here they come in front. Holmberg, side of the net. Oh, what a save by Allmark. The game right there. Allmark with a huge save. Matthew, there's a private group, but then there's an open page. There's an open page you can follow along. Zub is going to put this one across. Unbelievable. The Leafs had it in Ullmark with a spectacular stop. This down around in the corner. Here comes Morgan Rielly. Rielly going to pass this one up to Matthews. Matthews in over the line. Long pass. Nyes can't get it. Nyes going to leave it here for Marner. Sens going to play it along to the point. Rielly across. Here's a one-timer. That one is blocked. Pinto is going to move this one up. And the Sens going to steal. The Sens just going to flip this one down in the corner. Rielly going back after it. He's going to get taken into the boards. Matthews trying to dig this one out, and Ridley Gregg comes away with it. He tries to center it. Nyes in the corner. Back to the line. Sens working it through. A long pass again. Chabot with a shot. That goes wide. Rebound is picked up here by Pinto. Ottawa, their offensive zone time is 12.5 minutes. Toronto is 9:52. Ottawa has been dominating the offensive zone right now. Toronto caught running around. Ridley Gregg back to the line. Chabot, he's going to put this one back in the corner. 6 minutes to go. Toronto clearly doesn't want this bad enough. They are not skating at all. Here's a shot. That's going wide. A backhand. And Stolarz is going to glove this one and hang on to it. Unbelievable. Back and forth the action goes. But the Senators right now are dominating this period. Nylander made a nice move. The Leafs had a couple of chances in this zone. Holmberg putting this over at the side of the net. The bouncing puck just got a piece. And it was Clavin who knocks this one out of the air. Knocks this one out of the air to keep it out of the night. Tyler, how's it going? This one was going towards the net. Pacioretty was caught watching again, and Clavin was able to remove that puck. Toronto going to win this draw. 6 minutes to go. They're going to knock this one down. Tavares to Benoit. Leafs bringing it all the way back. Up to Benoit. Benoit. Pass over to McMahon. McMahon off the boards to Tavares. Tavares, he can't control. I think they got to switch. They got to put Domi up here on this line with Tavares and Nylander. Bobby McMahon is not looking confident at all. Here he comes, dropping it to Tavares. Tavares curling in, shoots. Big save. 3 Maple Leafs skate right by the puck. Here's Nylander, side of the net. Nylander, he's going to go cross ice. Here's a shot. They score! Another defenseman, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, puts this home. Holy smokes. There we go. There we go. Holy cow. Great play here by Nylander to Oliver Ekman-Larsson, and it's another defenseman with another goal. A great pass and a nice shot as he puts this one home. Holy cow. 5.5 minutes. 5.5. If you have not hit that subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe. We're here all playoffs. We want you along for the ride. Here they come again. Leafs down low, putting it up front to Lorentz. Lorentz shooting. That's deflected high. Lawton going in the corner. Playing this one around. Yarncroc turning. He shoots towards the net. That one's blocked. Gaudette going to bring this one to the line. Leafs going to hold it in. No, it comes out. Leafs, Yarncroc going to get pushed up against the boards here. Senators are digging. Lorentz has the puck. He gets his stick lifted, and he gets sent down to the ice. But he puts this one in. Holy smokes. 4:45 to go. 4:45 to go. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Here comes the Sens again. They're going to dump this one in the corner. Rielly going in here, getting some help. Pacioretty gets pushed up against the boards. Domi trying to fish it out. Pacioretty, Senators get it to the point. Chabot with a shot. That's going to go wide. Down in the corner, Senators again controlling. Jansen throwing this one deep. Rielly can't cut it off. Carlo misses his man. Pacioretty swipes at it. And going to get this one out and down the ice. Holy smokes. Sam, can you see my question? Would you lose? Hang on, Leo. Would you lose this series, pull the goalie to win? So, Leo, you mean instead of going to overtime, pull your goalie and try to go? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You're better. Your chances are better to go to overtime and look for a lucky goal then pull the goalie and push for a win. This is going to be cleared all the way down the ice. Sens setting it up in their own zone. 3:55 to go. Sens still in their own zone, working this one back across. Oh my gosh. Here come the Leafs, dumping this one in around, trying to pick it up on the boards. Pinto is there. Senators want to start getting aggressive, but at the same time, they need to play defensively. They can't afford to make any mistakes. Exactly, Steven. This is going to be played through. Greatest Leaf fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Here come the Sens. Over the line, the Sanderson is shot. That's deflected up and out of play. 3:25 to go. In what's happening right now, they're going to go to commercial break. Senators are just shooting from anywhere. Sens are just grabbing the puck and shooting from anywhere. That's what they're trying to do. They are, Kathy, they're starting to look a little tired, but they're just shooting the puck from anywhere, hoping for a bounce, hoping for this one to go in. But you cannot count them out. Those little energy bursts, when there's an opportunity, if they get a chance for a 2-on-1 or a breakaway, you know that energy is going to be there. You know they're going to fire it up. Glenn coming in with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Glenn. The 20-spot super sticker. Let's go, Glenn. Drop those stick taps in. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Who thinks Stellars is our guy? Oh, Justin, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Randy. Listen, it's an interesting strategy. It is an interesting strategy. Go Leafs, go. Go Leafs, go. Jacob coming in. 36-month member. Thank you, Jacob. No stress here. Nobody's stressing here, right, troops? We're all good. We're all good. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely wild and crazy, but this is what we love. Hey, XLX, welcome in. Good to see you too, my friend. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, wow. I can't believe this is where we are. I can't believe this is where we are. With 3:25 to go in the third period, it's a tie game, 3-3. Let's go. And yeah, JDA, need a drink for sure. Holy smokes. All right. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to let that go. We're going to keep a good atmosphere here. Let's just play on. Justin, I'm happy you found us as well. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. By the way, 6 subs away from 160. If you haven't subscribed, let's go. This down in the corner. Matthews brought it in, but had to tag up. He would have been offside. 3:15 to go. Sens long pass, bringing it down, racing it. Tanev slow to get there in the corner. He's going to get up on his man. Sens have 2 behind the net, battling for it. Lawton in there as well. Lawton going to dig this one free. He's going to work this one up. Matthews getting it up to Lorentz. Lorentz kind of bobbled that, and the Sens putting it right back down. Stellars kind of does one of these. Slow it down. McCabe going around behind the net. 2:50 to go. Thank you for Naomi hitting that follow, and thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Zendaya, welcome in. This down around behind the net to the line. Toronto holding it in. Nice job there by Tavares. JT trying to chip it down. He does, putting it in the corner. Nylander took a high stick. Go Leafs, go. That's right, Carrington. Here comes Brady. Long pass up to Stützle. Stützle plays it too far ahead of himself. Benoit goes in. Ekman Larson misses it coming around. Nylander tries to chip it. It comes to the line. Not out. Shot's going to go wide. McMahon turns. He sends this one out and down the ice. Allmark is going to hang on to it as Nylander presses up on him. And Sanderson comes over to have some words for Nylander. 2:05 to go. We're going to get a face-off in the Ottawa zone. Patoli, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Holy smokes. This is crazy. There you go. 5 subs away now. 5 subs away. Toronto, 2:05 to go. Who's Berube going to throw out here? It's going to be the top line. Matthews in to take the draw. Off the draw, he's going to lose it. Sanderson comes away with it. He's going to go far side, up the ice. Brady is waiting there. Ekman Larson backs up. Brady going to roll this one down in the corner. Riley to pick it up. Giroux is on him. Riley rips it around the boards. Nye's trying to chip this one out. He comes away with the puck. Plays it across. Picked up Marner to Matthews. Matthews gets taken off his feet by Gregg. 1:40 to go. Senators now going to turn and move this one up. Long pass is going to get knocked down. Nye's chipping it in. He's racing in. Jansen there going to play it around behind the net to Shabbat. Nye's forcing Shabbat to turn around. Here comes Jansen. 1:25 to go. Jansen going to throw this one down in the corner. Tanev going to let it go to Holmberg. Domi going to fish it out. Here comes Max. Maximum effort. Let's go. Up to Pacioretty. Patch carrying it around behind. Out in front. It's down. Allmark is down. Great save with that right leg. And the Senators coming the other way. McCabe going to step up with a little hip check.
Let's go.
Tanev is back to get it. Cycling around. Thank you so much. Alien Believers hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Last minute of play. Woo! Behind the net, McCabe is going to slow this one down. 45 seconds to go. Long pass. All the way to Yarncroc. Yarncroc going to flip this one in. Lorentz is going to try and get by Sanderson. Lorentz is battling him on the side. Getting it back to the line. Ekman Larson steps into it. That one is blocked. He's coming again. Passes it in the slot. Here's a shot that goes wide. Lorentz with it. He's going to feed it back to the line. Over to Ekman Larson. No shot. He's got no passing lane either. Gets it somehow to Lawton. He shoots looking for a deflection. Benoit pinches up. 15 seconds to go. Toronto full court press. Back to the line. Ekman Larson feeding this one in. Here's Yarncroc. Yarncroc shot that pinballs around. Lawton in the corner. 4 seconds to go. Lorentz can't bring it in front. And ladies and gentlemen, for the third straight game, we are going to overtime.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Unbelievable. Overtime is here. This was crazy. This was absolutely crazy. Toronto putting Cujo in for overtime. Unbelievable. 2 games at 2s. Go to OT. Now here we are at 3s. Going overtime. Pardon me. Sudden death. Sudden death. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Benoit, a hero. Domi, a hero. Shoot the puck. Will the Leafs do it again, or will the Sens be able to be the winners here today? All right, let's go over here to the intermission. Let's break this one all down. We are going to overtime. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 24-14 the shots on net for the teams. The Ottawa Senators only had 3 shots in that period. That's amazing. Amazing. Rob, what's going on, dude? Welcome in. 3 shots for the Senators in that period. They had 1 in the second, 10 in the first. Maple Leafs had 9, 9, and 7 is how they got to 25. Taking a look in the face-off circle, Toronto has taken that one over at 57%. 57% the Leafs in the face-off circle. They have not scored a power play goal. They have not scored a power play goal today. They are 0 for 2. Sens are 1 for 2 on the power play. 34 hits for the Senators, 28 hits for the Maple Leafs. Block shots, 22-16. Leafs doing a heck of a job there. 10-10 the giveaways. And I'll be honest, those giveaway numbers are so much higher. All right, let's see. Samuel will score in quadruple overtime. Oh, my goodness. I hope not. Weather in Ottawa, it is a little bit rainy. I let a Never Leaf fan enjoy the game on me tonight. He is a family friend. Cool. All right. Sounds good. Oh, boy. I can't believe we're going to overtime again. I can't believe we're going to overtime again. This was wild. The good news benefits overtime. Not a lot of commercial breaks, right? Not a lot of commercial breaks. Intermissions are shorter. So this one is going to run straight through. Now, the Leafs, a really good second period, a really good third period. They were able to, for the most part, shut down the Senators. The Senators had a lot of time in the Maple Leafs zone, but they were forced around the boards. As we saw by the block shot number there, 22 blocks, they're not getting things through to the net. Only Only 3 shots on net in that period. So Leafs, again, they did it in the first, shutting them down. They did it here in the second. Now, we all know when things go to overtime, things get a little crazy, right? Things end up breaking up. You get a bobbling puck that happens to bounce off 2 feet and finds its way in. Overtime is where the strange goals happen. Best goal this series, my favorite goal so far, the Marner breakaway in game 1. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Would love to see one of those guys break out. Nylander, listen, he's had a decent game tonight. Let's break this down, actually. Let's take a look. You know, Marner has played the most time on ice for Maple Leaf forwards, 20 minutes, 38 seconds. Matthews is second at 18:38. But here's the problem. Marner has 1 shot. Matthews has 1 shot. Matthews typically gets kind of 5 to 7 shots a game. So the fact he only has 1 tonight is saying Ottawa's doing a great job, shutdown defense there on Austin Matthews. When we take a look, Matthew Knies, he also 17:26, 1 shot on net. John Tavares, 15:48, he's got 3 shots on net. Nylander in 15:29 time on ice, he's got 5 shots on net. So Nylander's a good pick. He's moving it. He is really, really moving it. Pacioretty has played the least out of anybody at 10:50. From the defenseman standpoint, Jake McCabe now 22:44 time on ice. Riley at 22:30. Tanev at 20 minutes. Ekman Larson at 19. Carlo at about 18. And Benoit at 15. Simon, how's it going? What will happen tonight? Leafs will complete the sweep, or the Sens will force a game 5. Yes, indeed. That is exactly what will happen. We'll see how it's going to play out. Prep says with the super chat, my poor cat jumped 2 feet when we tied it. Oh, sorry, Prep's cat. But you know what? It gets excited. We get excited. We get hyped up. Great call. Thank you, Gerard. Welcome in. Thank you for being here and listening along with us. We appreciate it. Can't deal so much stress. So much stress. And yes, Jesse, sloppiest game ever for sure. Very sloppy first period. They kind of brought it back, but they got to slow this down. They got to slow things down. All right. Decent game. If you missed all the goal scores, let me run through it here for you real quickly before this one gets going. Tim Stützle opened it up on the power play from Sanderson and Tkachuk. Shane Pinto then had a shorthanded goal on a bad turnover. John Tavares scored first for Toronto, his third from Nylander and Tanev. Matthew Knies picked up his third from Mitch Marner. Then Perron to start the third period. He got his first from Zub and Gaudette. And then Oliver Ekman-Larsson, another defenseman, gets his second from Nylander and McCabe. So absolutely great playing by the Leaf defenders. They're having a nice game in terms of continuing to put points up on the boards. You were yelling down the block. That's funny. Justin going Knies and Stützle. Hey, those are good picks. Shangami's calling Matthews for the OT winner. Thank you for that subscribe, by the way. Welcome in, Axel Foley. Tim, what's going on like last year? Yeah, let's see if they can put this one away. Overtime games. Oh, and again, it's overtime. There's no shootout. It's 20 minutes after 20 minutes after 20 minutes. And that is warranted. Brandon is calling it. Brandon's saying Brady is going to end it. Brady is going to get that job done. Very well could be the case. Listen, Brady's been playing really good tonight, actually. Cottaging, you bet Nylander to win it. Love watching. Tim, listen, they came back. They're in this one. They're in there. It's going to be interesting. And I agree, Beverly, bring back Robertson. I've not been impressed with Pacioretty these last 2 games. Not at all. Axel's going Mitchie for the win. Mitchie to pull it off. Legion of Doom. Oh, Matthew, they were awesome. Legion of Doom, Road Warriors, British Bulldogs, Killer Bees, Heart Foundation. Those were my days. Those were the days we absolutely loved of tag team wrestling. Holy smokes. I mean, this is, it's these games where things get so crazy, where we just love watching it. We just love watching it. And this is what hockey's all about. You know, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's just all for fun. And it's a good time. This is what sports brings us together, right? Whether you're a Sens fan, whether a Leafs fan, we're all here together to cheer against each other. You know, we're here to say my team's going to win, your team's going to blow it, your team's going to choke. No, my team's going to win. We're all having fun, but at the end of the day, we appreciate this good hockey. Yeah, Justin, the chirping, it's all part of the game, right? We love it. We love the sport, and that's what brings us together from any team. And especially in this chat, 99.9% of y'all are respectful to one another, and that's what makes it even more fun. We had a good time earlier today as well, some chirping going on. That's what it's all about, and just having an absolute blast. But we're here to celebrate the game of hockey. So win or lose tonight, it doesn't matter. The Senators, if the Maple Leafs win, the Senators have put on a decent showing here. They've made it exciting. This is a young team, a team that has not been in this position before. They're learning, they're growing, they're gaining experience. Ottawa is going to be a tough team for many years to come. That is for sure. If Toronto loses tonight, it's the same thing. Ottawa has been a good team. And these OT goals, anything can happen. So I'm sure all the Leaf haters will be all over the place saying the Leafs choked, the Leafs blew it, the Leafs this, the Leafs that. The fact is, they're the only team with a 3-0 lead in the playoffs right now. So if they lose tonight, that's okay. Every team loses at some point. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to wait for Game 5 to come up. We've seen this. The Oilers have struggled. The Jets have struggled. Montreal has struggled. It's what brings us all together to root for those comebacks. Now, if you didn't see the other games earlier today, Lightning 5-1 over the Panthers. Panthers' first loss of their series. The Golden Knights tie up the series with a 4-3 overtime win to make that series 2-2. Now, the Wild had the lead in that game, and the Golden Knights came back. That is a crazy series. Feel like a firefighter with shoes on waiting for the bell. Right, Jonathan? That's a great way of breaking it down. Karma says Max gets the goal. I'd love to see it. Now, Max already has an OT goal. Max already has one, as does Benoit. And again, Max took that bad penalty earlier on. But you're right. He wants redemption. You know, Pacioretty has not looked good. Wouldn't that be nice for Pacioretty to put something through? Which teams do you normally stream? Naomi, during the playoffs, we're trying to do a lot. You know, it just depends on the schedule. We've really been following Montreal, Toronto. We did Florida earlier today. We've done the Jets. We've done the Avs. So we've done a bunch. Playoffs, we try to do as much as we can. During the regular season, we do mainly follow Toronto. We get a bit of Montreal, a bit of Florida, a bit of Edmonton. But it really all depends on the scheduling. And truth be told, a big part of it is what games that I can actually get feeds for. So can't call it without the feed. So that's kind of where things come from. We're going to have a fun summer this year. We're going to have a fun summer. Buffalo Bills, NFL football, we're going to do a little of that. Of course, Canadian Football League, CFL, Toronto Argonauts. We did that last year. We had a great time doing it. We're going to be doing some CFL again this year. So a lot of fun coming up this summer time. So I hope you'll stay with us and enjoy some non-hockey coverage. We will be posting any news, anything that breaks in regards to trades, signings. We utilize our community page a lot. So we will post stuff like that. We posted recently, PWHL just announced their expansion to Vancouver, which was amazing. Congratulations to Vancouver for getting a PWHL team. But we do post a lot on our community page. So another reason to check back. Perfect. No, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. And thank you so much for being here. Carolyn, what's going on? Noah, welcome in. All right. So we got it says about 5 minutes. It's probably about 2.5 minutes till overtime. Things happen to go a lot faster when they come down to OT. So I saw a lot of you putting your predictions in earlier. I think it's only fair if I go in and take a look at who I want. Who do I want to see here for overtime? So we're going to take a look. We're going to try and strategically pick this one. We have not been right with any of our overtime predictions so far. Okay, so let's take a look here. For the Senators, I think I want to go with Batherson. Batherson's having a good game, so we'll go Batherson. And for the Maple Leafs, for a lot of people have taken Nylander, so he's a great pick. I think I want to stay away from him. I'll go with Marner. I was going to say JT, but I'm going to go with Marner. You can just see Marner is trying to get something happening. He hasn't had a great game today. That first line has had trouble, but I'm going to go with Marner. So Marner and Batherson are going to be my two picks for overtime. Listen, can't go wrong with Matthews at all. Stützle, a good pick. We saw some Brady in there. Cousins and Willie. Len is going with Nick Cousins. Len, that's a good choice. That's a little bit of an off-the-wall choice, but you know, those are the type of guys, those depth players, that they get the chances. They can make things happen. Nervous greetings from Jakarta. Welcome in. Welcome in. Simon Riot's going with Simon again. Says Benny's going to do it 2 games in a row. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. Ron going with Domi. A couple folks picking Domi. Brian's going with Nyzy again. Holy smokes. I can't believe we're about to go to overtime for the 3rd straight game. All right, they're coming back. Again, overtime. Buckle up. Get your bevies ready. We might need them. Carlo would be a nice pickup. There it is, 160 on the board. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Let's go Leafs. Make it count. This is what it's all about. Again, overtime. We're going to play it. We're going to play it one more time.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
You are darn right, Optimus Prime. You are darn right. Overtime, Green trying to fire up his team, trying to get this one going. Let's see what the Leafs can do. Welcome in, everybody. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. Let's play some hockey. Are you ready? Because I sure am. This is what it's all about, overtime. Senators playing for their lives. They got first puck. This is going to be flipped into the Toronto zone, not deep. Because, welcome in, going with Matthews. Here comes Matthews. Matthews going to flip this one in. Again, they play 5-on-5 for 20 minutes. Here we go. Over the line, stolen by Matthew Nyes. Nyes waiting up. Nyes going to play this one back. Sending it to Nylander. Nylander curling into traffic, trying to go through. He does. Nylander still coming. Willie around behind the net. John Tavares gets absolutely wiped out. No call. Tavares is hurt. Here's a long shot. And Ottawa's going to pick it up. How do you not call that, ref? Interference. Spaceman, what's going on? John Tavares is knocked senseless. He goes to the bench. This is going to be played back. Ottawa throwing it towards the net. Stollar's going to put it off. Here's another shot. Bad call by the official. Toronto trying to move it around. Ottawa pinching it in. Here's a shot. That one goes, holy smokes, just close. This back around, Brady behind the net. Brady coming in front. It's there. Stolarz is down. McCabe going to put this to Yarncroc. He loses it. Tanev going behind the net. Tanev has it taken away from him. He gives it away. Tanev, he's fighting back for it. Behind the net, the Senators shooting. Stolarz with the save. And there's a little dig at Stolarz as he's hanging on to it. Holy smokes. So John Tavares standing in front of the net. He's in here and he gets run into, takes a shoulder from Zub right in the face, right on the chin. So no call for interference, no call for a headshot. Come on, referees. I know it's playoffs. I know it's overtime. But that's ridiculous. Maybe that'll fire up Tavares. Let's get it going. Off the draw, Toronto going to win this one back. Comes over to Marner. Marner, long pass all the way up. Here's Nyes. Nyes coming in, scooching through, playing it in the slot. Nobody is there. Picked up by Ottawa, turning the other way. Sens into the Leaf zone. Sens walking up. Here's Greg. passes it across. Stolarz is down. Toronto going to chip this back up. Here's Nyes to Matthews. Matthews into the Ottawa zone. Matthews with a shot. Ullmark is going to trap it and hang on to it. So we're going to get a face-off in the Ottawa zone. Oh, boy. Back and forth. Teams going back and forth, taking some shots. Lots of shots. But a nice little toe drag by Matthews, just putting it on net. That's all you got to do is put shots on net, right? Shots on net. Matthews almost at 20 minutes of ice time tonight. Leafs have been good in the face-offs. Let's see if they can pull off a big offensive face-off win here. They do. Leafs getting it back to the point, putting this one across. Down in the slot, it hits off Jansen's skate. That goes just wide. Sens going to now move it up. Tavares is now gone to the dressing room. So JT has left the ice, gone to the dressing room. Riley going to put this one over to Carlo. This coming up, Pacioretty. That's absolutely atrocious. The referees did not call that. Here comes Nylander. Nylander bringing it through. That's going to go just wide. Jansen falls. Nylander loses balance. Nylander playing this one back to Pacioretty. He bobbles it. And here come the Senators again. Shabbat's going to bring this one up. Shabbat playing this one over. Down around, picked up by Nylander. Nylander going to curl. Willie is looking to pass it. Now he's just going to carry this himself. He's going to dump it in. Ullmark going to put it in the corner. Lawton going after Stützle. Stützle going to turn around. Lawton coming in again, going to force Stützle to take another look. Here come the Sens up the near side of the ice, curling towards the middle. Long pass, Toronto going to intercept. Pass up to Yarncroc. Yarny's going to hit that red line. He's going to play this one in. Hopefully John Tavares is okay. Montepallo playing it around. Sens getting it up through the neutral zone. Matthews taking a cross check there from Stützle. Here's Ekman Larsson. He's going to play this one up, trying to get it to Matthews. That's missed. This going down. No icing is the call. No icing. Here comes Marner on the forecheck. Sens going to work it around back to the near side for Zub. Zub, he puts it up. Toronto going to pull it down. They can't clear. Now the Matthews going to get it to Marner. Marner going to bring this one back around. Marner being watched by Pinto. Marner goes all the way back behind the net. Marner long pass up. Here's Riley getting it over. Toronto working it in. Long shot. That's going to be gloved and a nice save. Ullmark has it. Toronto was digging, and again, Holmberg taken out by Zub. Holy smokes. Welcome in, October Gray. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Welcome in, everybody. So Bobby McMahon just throwing one down. It actually got caught up in the skate there. And again, Zub grabs Holmberg and tackles him to the ground. So just under the toe. Good save by Ullmark. Yeah, he is getting bullied around. Ottawa's being very, very tough in front of their own net. Very, very tough. So 16, 18 to go. We're waiting to see if Tavares comes back. Holmberg off the draw. Sen's going to win it, pulling it to the middle, and here comes Brady. Brady going to dump this one in. It's going to go around far side. Sen's going to cut it off. Riley getting up on his man. Holmberg there. He turns it over, comes right out in front, all the way back to the line. Jansen going to put this one over. Here's a shot that's deflected. Nylander going up. He slashes at it. That's blocked. Ekman Larsson going to rip it around the boards. Comes to the line, not out. Sens holding this one in. Back to Brady. Tries to center it in front. That's blocked. Another shot hits the side of the net. And again, Toronto's going to clear this one down. And Bobby McMahon with speed. He's going to get there first. Bobby McMahon plays this around the boards. Far side, Matthews sending it through the crease. This is picked up by Brady. Brady going to flip it ahead. Here come the Sens, dumping this one down in the corner. Tanev going in after it. Tanev, he's going to take a high stick. And the Senators, Batherson is going to go to the box. Tanev, did he draw blood? So the Maple Leafs are going to the power play. Will it be 2 or will it be 4? So he definitely gets the stick up into the nose. Ottawa has been extremely chippy here in overtime. Ethan, Tavares went to the dressing room. He has not returned yet. So Tanev is showing the blood on his hand. There's definitely blood. So this should be a double minor. Double minor. Let's go, Leafs. This is the time. This is the time. You got 4 minutes of power play hockey. If you do not score on this double minor, Ottawa is going to have all the momentum. So Batherson in the box for 4 minutes. Tanev's going to get some repairs. Now we'll see if John Tavares is going to be out for this power play. Tavares took a shot to the head in front of the net that went undetected. He left to the dressing room. So we're waiting to see if John Tavares makes his return. Again, welcome in everybody. Keep smashing those subscribes. We're almost at 70. We're almost at 26,170. Keep it going. So here we go. Nyes, Marner, Matthews, Nylander, Riley. So no Tavares. No Tavares. Rising Rhino, what's going on? Welcome in and all your viewers. Welcome in. Toronto with the puck. Nylander going to play it back to the point to Riley. You can't be soft here. You got to get stuff towards the net. Here they come in front with a shot. Matthews puts it wide. Welcome in everybody who's just joining us. Riley has the puck. Riley looking, carrying, putting it over to Marner. Marner, he's cycling. Marner going low. Marner putting it in front. Nylander can't control. Nylander and Marner, they kind of cross signals. Ottawa going to get this one up, and they keep it in. Toronto holds it in. Marner, great job. He's going to feed this back in the corner. Nye's going after it, putting it around. Matthews lets it go, and this is going to come out. Everybody's got to tag up. Toronto, almost a bad pass there by Marner. Marner going to bring it in now. Mitch passes it over. Nylander to the middle. Nylander to Matthew Nyes with a shot. Great save. Matthew Nyes with it, but they're in slow motion. They're in slow motion. Guys, you got to move. Riley to Matthews. Matthews, they've only had one shot. There's 1 minute left of the first power play. Marner curling around. What are you doing? They're wasting their whole time. Here's Matthews to Marner. Marner shooting, deflection, rebound. It's there in the blue ice. They shoot. Oh my God, it hits the post. Matthews going to pick this one back up. Matthews down low to Nylander. He tries to go in a tiny little hole. What are you doing? It hits the side of the net. Nylander putting it in front. Riley, why didn't you shoot that? To Matthews. He shoots in a nice save. And this is going to be cleared again. Holy smokes, the Leafs coming close. Stolarz is going to play this for Riley. But Toronto, to get a couple of shots there, they essentially killed the whole first penalty. So 2 minutes still on the clock. Here comes Domi. Domi going to chip this one in. Back in the corner. Max going in after it. This coming around, picked up by McMahon. McMahon with it. Off the boards to the line. Across for McCabe. McCabe putting it back over. Guys, to the front of the net. Come on. They do, and that's blocked. Back to Ekman-Larsson. He shoots, and that's going to hit the side of the net. And again, the Senators are going to clear this one all the way down the ice. Welcome in, one and all. Welcome to the party. Here comes Toronto. They're going to drop it back. Up over the line is Willie. Going to play this across. Nyes coming in. He turns around. He's going to chip it to the line. Here's a long shot into the open corner, and the Sens going to grab it. Toronto is completely wasted. And here comes Pinto. Pinto coming up. His shot is going to get deflected. Riley going to bobble this one. Toronto is completely wasted this 4 minute power play. They had one good flurry of activity, and that's it. Nyes putting it over to Matthews. Matthews behind the net. Sanderson trying to take it away from Nyes. He does. Nyes trying to cut this one back over, getting it to the line. Over to Nylander. Nylander, cross ice. Guys, they keep taking it off their skates. Marner, he's with it. Marner between his legs for Nylander. Nylander setting it up. Guys, come on. Down low to Marner, takes it off the boards. Marner setting it up. Marner trying to come out with a backhand, and Allmark is going to stop that one. Oh my goodness. Do not like this power play at all. They had 4 minutes, and they really wasted a ton of it. What up, Rhino? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody joining us here. If you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe for us. Judy, horrible on the power play. But they're locked in. Maple Leafs came close. But again, do not like how they use time management here. Some really bad opportunities. So a timeout called by Toronto. They're going to regroup. Toronto's going to regroup. They got 30 seconds left on the power play. They're going to catch their breaths. They're going to regroup. And again, if Ottawa kills this off, they will have all the momentum. All of that momentum. Holy smokes. I mean, the Sens got to be super proud of what they've accomplished right now. Very, very proud.
At least one post, maybe more than
So a nice job. They hit the post there. Oh my goodness gracious. But again, welcome in everybody. There it is. We're moving now. The subs are rolling in. We're now 4 away from 75. Keep it going. Don't forget that thumbs up as well. All right. Let's go. Hart is racing. It's beaten 11:54 to go in the first OT period. 31 seconds still on the clock of the power play. Off the draw, Leafs going to win it back, but it comes between the two defenders and out and down the ice. Riley going to look to bring it back. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Marner. Marner going to put this one over to Matthews. Matthews going to kick it down low in the corner. 15 seconds to go. Senators going to play it around. Nylander trying to trap it. And again, this comes out. Riley can't keep it in. And that's going to do it. They have killed this one off. Senators have killed this one off. Now the Sens have all the momentum. Here come the Leafs, putting it across. Lawton to Yarncroc, can't get it. And now you're going to have your third and fourth lines who got to play some time to give your top two a break. Lawton in the corner to Yarncroc. Yarncroc trying to eat this one in the corner. Stützle is on him. Stützle pinching up Yarncroc. Lawton is there as well. Yarncroc still working it around with his feet. He's going to play this up to the point. And over to Ekman Larson. Bad pass, giving it away. Here comes the Senators. Into the Leaf zone. 3-on-2. Sens driving towards. It's there in the slot. They shoot. Stolar's great save, and he's going to pounce on it and hang on to it. Holy cow. Wow. What a great play driving through. Unreal. Senators kill off that 4 power play. They drive through, and with a nice opportunity, Stolarz drops the stick. He's tracking. He gets the blocker on that one. Unbelievable. It is a great save. So huge credit to the Senators for killing off that 4-minute power play, but really, shame on Toronto. They totally misused those 4 minutes. Tyson, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. 10:44 to go here in the first OT. Off the draw, Toronto's going to put it around behind their own net. Tanev going to work this one up to Lorentz. Lorentz gives it away to Brady. Brady flipping this one right in, bringing it off the boards. Tanev going to reverse it to McCabe. McCabe, he's fighting in the corner. Lorentz, again, a little flip pass. Going to be knocked down if Brady touches it, and he will. That's a hand pass. So we're getting a whistle, and a face-off is going to be outside of the Maple Leaf zone. Oh boy, oh boy. Sens are holding on. Mike, they are holding on. The pressure is building. 7 shots here in overtime for Toronto, 2 shots for the Senators. But part of that is because 4 minutes. The Senators were shorthanded. Mikey, what's going on? Welcome in. Got to keep attacking. Got to keep putting the pressure on. For the Senators, you got to force it. You cannot afford to sit back. Face-off's going to be at center ice. Off the draw, Leafs going to win this one back to Riley. Riley going to work this one up down into the Senators zone. Sens going to set it up behind their net. Long pass all the way down. Ottawa, nice reception by Brady. He's going to give this over. Here's a shot. And Stolarz is going to trap it and hang on to it. Kathy, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Thank you for hitting those likes. Oakley coming in with that subscribe. Welcome in everybody. The Leafs trying to lock it down. The Senators fighting for their life, trying to keep this one going.
24 goals last year.
Gonna be, yeah, Paul. It always is at this point, right? It always is. Off the draw, it's a scramble. Senators gonna bring this one back. Greg with it, side of the net, walks by Matthews, driving in front of the net. Stolarz is down, jamming, it's loose. It's going to come back to the point. Sanderson shoots. That's going to go high over the net. Zub is going to pick it up. Matthew Nyes can't take it away from him. This coming around in the corner. Sanderson with it. His shot, and Stolarz is going to grab on it. Great play here by the Ottawa Senators. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Ottawa, really good pressure here. Mark, I say the next goal wins. I would agree. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. So Stolarz is, they're going to come out and clean the ice. They're going to scrub it down. Oh my goodness. This is wild. Battle of Ontario, absolutely. Now again, Zub, earlier in this overtime, Zub threw a shoulder into the jaw of Tavares. No interference call, no headshot call. Tavares has left to go to the dressing room. He has not returned. Noah, how's it going? Nicholas, yes. Go Leafs, go. Toronto has had chances. Ottawa has had a couple. But nobody's able to beat these tenders. That's right, Brian. Senators have the hustle on right now. They have the hustle. They need that hustle. Again, Sens are playing for their life. Toronto, if they lose, they can live to play another day, which I didn't even check to see when Game 5 is. I assume it's Tuesday? All right. So it'll probably be Tuesday. And now Tavares is going to make his return. There we go. Tavares is going to do a little skate around, just making sure everything feels okay. He's going to go sit on the bench. If you're a Leafer through and through, you can marry a Tuesday night. Thank you, Xavier. So Tuesday night will be Game 5 if it is needed. Holy smokes, we will be here, indeed. If Game 5 is required, we will be right here. We've been going non-stop since last Saturday. Hope welcoming, go Leafs, go. Brady in against Lawton. Scramble draw, Ekman-Larsson battling in the sideboards. Sen's going to put this one back in the corner. Lawton up on his man. Ekman-Larsson coming over. Lawton going to go off the glass. Trying to get this one out. They can't. And another Maple Leaf player takes a shot to the head. Benoit goes down. And another one. Brady Tkachuk just gave a cross-check to the back of the head of Benoit and Ekman-Larsson, taking both defensemen down. Ottawa is playing so dirty right now. And the refs are letting it all go. Somebody needs to put Brady into the second row. Going to keep this one in. Puck is bouncing around. Toronto going to pick it up. They're going to play this one back. Yarncroc setting it over. Listen, I'm all about, if you want to be physical, if you want to bump guys and move guys, fine. But the shots to the head are getting ridiculous. Here's Toronto, long pass. Picked up here by Nylander. Nylander going to cycle it down in the corner. Pacioretty, he can't get there because he's still watching the game and not moving his feet. Here come the Senators again. Going to flip it in the corner. Stolarz, he comes out to play this one now. Pacioretty again can't get this puck. Patch, it's sitting there. This is going to be moved across. Nylander playing it back. Nylander looks exhausted. Carlo playing it around to Riley. This coming down. Pacioretty standing still. Going to chip this one in. Tavares getting his first shift back. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa on the move. Going to bring this one around. Jumping it down into the Leaf zone. Stolarz out to stop this one again. Leafs are settling it down. Manuel, how's it going? Welcome in. Wayne, what's going on? Welcome in. Here they come. Nyes is going to bobble the puck, bringing it down, playing it up. Here's Marner. Here's Marner to Matthews. Matthews shoots. Oh, that goes just wide. Tanev going to back this one up. Oh, that was so close. Welcome in, everyone. Keep smashing that subscribe button. We're now 21 away from 200. Nyes going to put this one in over the line. It's picked up, though, here by Amadio. And the Senators bringing it down the ice. Back to McCabe. Caber going to pick this one up. Here's McCabe, long pass. Marner tried to tip it to Matthews. Matthews fighting with it at the blue line. Nyes just stays on side. Marner going to pull it back as they're all changing. He tries to flip it through to Domi. That one is intercepted. Marner going to turn. Now he gives it to Domi. Here comes Max. He shoots. Oh, dear Lord, that went just past the post. McMahon, he's keeping this one in. Trying to fight this one through. McMahon battling to the line. Ekman-Larsson, he keeps this one in. Domi tied up. He can't get it. Trying to keep it in on the far side. Ottawa down low, playing it around behind their own net to Shabbat. Shabbat, he's going to shoot this one all the way up. Brady looking to glove it down. That's going to go wide and be an icing call. So this is coming all the way back. Wow. They are, Paul, they are playing really, really hard right now. Domi coming close with a good shot. That one just went wide. Again, 8 shots here for Toronto, 4 for the Ottawa Senators. 6:58 to go, just under 7 minutes here in this period. David, what's going on? Welcome in. Off the draw, Sens going to win this one back, hammering it around the boards. They're going to pick it up to the red line and put it down into the Leaf zone. Stolar is coming out. He's going to move it ahead. Long pass up to Marner. Marner tipping it in. Nyes going in the corner against Zub. Nice hit there by Nyes on Zub. Matthews coming in. He can't find the puck. Here come the Sens. Cousins up to Sanderson. A little stick lift. Sanderson taking it around. Sharp angle shot. Puck is loose in front. Nyes picks it up. It's behind you, Marner. Marner playing it up between his legs. Don't be so fancy. He flips this one up, and Allmark off the blocker puts it in the corner. 6:20 to go. Zub circling around. Peter, what's going on? About 10 minutes ago, noticed the shots on goal. Yeah, the shots are starting to get going. Here come the Senators on the move, but it only takes one. It only takes one to win it. This coming down around. Batherson again, glove up in the Maple Leaf player face. Tavares picking it up. He's going to race with it. Chris coming in with that subscribe. Thank you, Chris. Over to Nylander. Nylander cutting through. He's going to now turn back. Nylander with it. Nylander still looking. Nylander curling. Here is a blast. Benoit. And that one's going to get blocked. Senator's going to move. And we got an injured Senator coming up the middle. Sens still coming. Still fighting. Backhand in front. Stolars with a nice save. Toronto going to turn. Nylander. Holy slow motion, Batman. Getting it up to McMahon. He shoots, and that one steered down. Lawton around behind the net. And Ottawa slowing this down. Clavin with it. He's going to flip this one up and all the way down the ice. Toronto going to regroup as the Senators are going to go change it up. Here comes Riley. Riley dumping this one down in the corner. Picked up by Jansen. Jansen, they're going to move it. Senators coming up the middle. And a little flip into the corner again, and they're going to go change. Stolars giving it up. Look out. Riley heads up, playing it to the line. Not out. Shabbat keeps this one in. Here comes the Sens with a quick shot. That one goes wide. Back to the other side. Sens keeping this one in. Here's a long shot. Toronto's going to block that one. They still can't get it out. Down in the corner. Get a leaf up on Perron. Perron off the boards to the line. Shabbat. He goes cross ice. Here's a blast. And that one's going to go wide. John, what's going on? Sens again setting it up. This down around the other side. Riley chipping it, but he turns it over. Ottawa. They are dominating. Here's a broken stick. Toronto intercepts. They're going to clear this one out. Riley to the red line, and he fans on the dump in. Paul Morgan, Riley. Ottawa bringing it back the other way. It's a 3-on-3. Senators with a shot. Stolars with a nice save. Pacioretty going to rip this around the boards, but they can't get it deep. Sanderson setting it up. He's going to go back across. 4 minutes to go in the first overtime. Here's Brady. He has his pocket picked by Holmberg. Holmberg, he's going to flip it over. A long shot. No, Pacioretty fanned on it. And here come the Senators again. Brady Tkachuk. He's going to flip this one in the corner. Tanev going after it. He fires it around the boards. This coming out. And here's Pacioretty dumping this one down in the corner. Thank you so much, Christos. Welcome in. Welcome. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. 3:40 to go in the first overtime. Here comes Stutzla. Stutzla, he's dancing in. Trying to center it, he cannot. Marner going in the corner to pick it up. Here comes Mitch. Mitch carrying this one to the red line. Mitch is going to walk it in. Dishes it over to Matthews in the slot. He shoots. That goes wide. Rebound. Oh, Matthews hit the side of the net. Matthews, he's going to cycle this one around back to the point. Toronto holding it in. Going to send it back around. They can't. Sen's going to cut it off. Up on the boards. Comes to the line. Ekman Larson swiping at it. Marner keeps this one in. He's bouncing it like a basketball with his stick. Comes over to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson playing it up. This coming down. Leafs going to go switch it up again. And that's going to be an icing call against Toronto with 3:02 to go. 3:02 to go. You got to be kidding me. These guys are going crazy. I don't know about the blood pressure. but the pulse is rising. The pulse is going up. We're going to turn the fan on number 3 because it's getting hot in here. 3:02 to go. Top line stuck on the ice here because of the icing call. Off the draw. Senators getting it back to the point. Shabbat keeps this one in. It's around behind the net. Ekman Larsson, he's trapped behind the net. Batherson doing a nice job getting pushed in the boards. It's going to come free for Benoit. Benoit on the move. Going to move this one ahead. Benny flipping this one up. This one is caught. Benny's still going, and Marner has to wait to bring it in. Marner going to back it up. Nice play up. Here comes Bobby Mack. Bobby Mack driving around. He has it in the corner on the near side. He's getting grabbed and held. There's a handful of jersey, but that's legal now, apparently. Here come the Senators the other way. Clement bringing this one up. He's going to cycle around. Senators still in here. Back to the line. Sanderson shoots. Fuzz knuckle buckets. They score. The Senators stay alive. The Senators stay alive and force Game 5 on Tuesday night. It's a shot that comes through. A lucky seeing-eyed shot that makes its way in. Oh my goodness. Anything can happen in overtime. Anything just did. No sweep tonight. No sweep tonight. We are 5 subs away from 200. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe. We'd love to see you back here on Tuesday night. The Ottawa Senators get the goal, but I gotta tell you, the Ottawa Senators are very lucky because they could have had about 4 or 5 other penalties here. None of them were called. They are laughing about the murder they just got away with. This one came in. Stützle was there. It comes back to the line, and Sanderson just throws this one towards the net. Was this deflected, or was it just missed? Did Zetterlund tip this, or did Stolarz just miss it? Let's see by this reverse angle. I still can't tell. I still can't tell. If he tipped it, this would be a high stick. He did not tip it. This was clear in. This should be a goal by Sanderson. There's no offside. It's a good shot. Clean in. Stolarz just outright missed it. There it is. Thank you all so much for hitting the subscribes. What a great Saturday of hockey. Unbelievable. It's unfortunate it went this way, but Senators fans, you live to fight another day. We'll see you in Toronto for Game 5. Holy smokes. This building is rocking. The Senators get away with one. Absolutely crazy. Jonathan, I think you can take your shoes off now. But you're all so welcome. What a game. What a finish. 7 o'clock Tuesday is when it will be. All right, let's run through your goal scorers here real quickly. Stützle opened it up from Sanderson and Tkachuk. Pinto got the second one. Tavares then from Nylander and Tanev. Nyes from Marner. Perron from Zub and Gaudette. Ekman Larsson from Nylander and McCabe. And then the overtime goal that just went in. It was absolutely a wild finish. It was a great game. The Leafs, they didn't play great all the way through. The Senators certainly did. They really pushed. 35-22 the total shots. 29-44 the hits. 35-26 in the faceoffs. 0 for 4. The Maple Leafs power play let them down here tonight. And I told you that was going to be the big turning moment, and it certainly was. 16 giveaways for Toronto. That is not a good number at all. 28 block shots to 16. That was